Hello, y'all. How's it going? It is, it is Thursday, and there's a new game out today, and I'm playing it. It's Saros, the sequel to, Returnal, which, if you don't remember, was a action-packed roguelite set in a 3D, it's a 3D, it's a shooter, but also it's, full of, bullet hell style projectiles, which is, as I understand it, and as I'm aware, it's kind of Housemarque's specialty. Shooters with bullet hell type projectile spam. I actually did play the I did play one of their earlier games, years and years ago, and also I streamed, I randomly revisited it, like a year or two ago. In, what was that game called? It's like, Outland? There was a 2D bullet hell roguelite, not roguelite, but, Metroidvania that they did once. That was, I guess, all, indicative of their wheelhouse, and, more recently they've taken it to 3D and some real high production value. Not now, game, not now. And some real high production value 3D shooters where you run around an alien planet that's weird and scary and spooky and engage with a time loop that is all manner of fucked up and weird. And that's what Returnal was, but what the hell is Saros? My understanding is it's basically the same thing. Basically, well, actually, I don't know. That's the thing, actually. I actually don't know, what the hell the plot is, what exactly the situation is, whether it is, connected to Returnal or not, as far as, materially. It says return to Carcosa. I did check, and Carcosa is not the planet from Returnal, so jot that down. It's just what it chooses to call that, I guess. But it would seem to be, based on screenshots and stuff, also a third-person shooter where you're running around a weird alien planet, avoiding bullet helly style projectile spam, and making your way through an alien world, which sounds pretty cool to me. I will say, the one thing that I can say ahead of time, which is that I have heard that it is easier, more approachable, etc., than Returnal. So, there's honestly a good chance we might, make it into biomes beyond the first one. We might make it several worlds in before we fall. Maybe we won't fall at all. Maybe we'll make it through without dying. Wouldn't that be something? Make it through the whole game without coming? Apparently you do come back stronger, so, maybe it would be, yeah. What was that? You can see the trophies here. Absorb 2021 projectiles. Oh, I thought that was, in reference to the year. Was that when Returnal came out? Bullet Paradise. I suspect that these might be related to their previous games. Did they put out... Was their first game in 1995? I think they're, the other one that I know about, other than Returnal. Like I said, that was an Xbox Live Arcade game. So it was, probably 2008, 2009 or something. Maybe 2010. Who can say? Who knows? I don't know. Also, would they reference a Xbox Live Arcade game in a trophy on a PlayStation exclusive? The Housemarque, are they owned by Sony? I don't know if they're owned by Sony, but this is a PS5 exclusive, hence why I'm playing on the PS5. Honestly, would not have chosen the PS5 if not for that. Would have went with the Switch, or the Xbox failing that. Maybe even the PC failing that, but had to play it here. I will say one more thing before we begin. Let me say, if you are going to the PlayStation Store to buy it, be careful when you do, because when I went and picked it out, it defaulted to the digital deluxe version, which is $10 extra. And I feel quite annoyed by that, considering that I did not need early access since it's out today, and that's when I decided to stream it. Did not know it had early access, and then I could have done it on Tuesday or whatever, I guess. I also don't need a bunch of random fucking skins. That's not something that ever interests me in a single-player game, generally. The only one example I can think that's like an example exception to that rule would be cameo elements of power. I think the skins and cameo elements of power are pretty cool to have, but that's because there's a bunch of different, the elemental warriors, and they all have different skins, and that's pretty cool. And they go some fun places with that. This is just gonna be like a space guy, and maybe he'll have different space armor. Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to, it's fine. You don't worry about it. Game. Also in Cameo, you get some for free. I suppose you get some for free in other games with skins as well, you know. They do that. Anyway, I'll say that I've sort of calibrated the volume based on this spooky intro theme that plays during this screen. I started it up for a second and it seemed like it went right into starting opening cutscene. So not a main menu, so I figured, you know what, let me just close it, and wait for the now before we actually launch and see some story stuff. And yeah. I'm gonna take a drink of water and then let's get going. I will say, one last thought. I really enjoyed Returnal. I did find it to be a little difficult to get through, but I eventually did get through it and finish it and stuff, so if this is like that, but slightly more approachable, slightly less challenging, that honestly sounds good to me. That sounds really good. I might like it more than I liked the original then. The first one, the last one, the other game by this developer. You know what I mean. Let's do it! Here we go. I'm hitting play game. Let's see opening cutscenes and things like that, and get into the swing of things. I'm gonna leave the settings basically on default. Also, I did check a video of the it, and it looks like the UX, all the hell stuff goes down there. So I moved here to start with. Figured it'd be smart rather than just finding out in the moment. Oh crap, I don't want to cover the crap. So, they found a planet called Carcosa. There's like a bunch of money to be had there. We're gonna survey, colonize, mine, extract. We're sending a team. Echelon. Colony workers. Echelon 2. Back operations. Echelon 3. Which one are we? Ah, shit, the mission teams aren't contacting. Sending emergency team. Echelon 4. So that's all what's happened so far. There's been a bunch of colonists and things of that nature sent, and that didn't seem to go well, so they're sending a strike force. Me.
It's my fault.
Arjun, apparently, is his name. Are those timelines?
The sun is forever.
Nice mustache, beard. This is a good-looking fella. I'm one guy. I don't appear to have a ship.
I need you.
I don't appear to have a ship.
I need you to.
So that's cool. We seem to be already in the swing of it. Let's go. And you can see down there, I think that's my health. Over there is a mini-map as well as resources, I suppose. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Let's do it.
Scan for
I have a
some
gun.
target signals.
Here's in the middle of the screen, the ammo and all that.
Right. I need to find her on my own.
Looks like it recharges on its own based on the ammo thing. That's cool. I'm pulling the trigger. It doesn't seem to do... It makes the cursor, like the aim thing, like, he sort of goes into an aiming position, but it doesn't actually, like lock on there. It's a nice jump. Has, like, a bit of a, you know, responsiveness to it. I mean, it does, like, the thing that it does in games where you can do a long jump and a short jump. I feel like that's not as much done in, like, 3D as much as it is in 2D, but it probably is also done pretty much in 3D as well. But like for games that aren't 3D platformers, I don't know. Feels good though. Maybe it's just not called out, and I just don't think about it because it's just so obvious of a thing. Looks like I always forget what the R1 or R2. R1 is sort of a melee attack, and if you hold it down, you get a shield. Shoot with the right trigger. R2, as they call it here. And, yeah. I wonder if left trigger is gonna be like a lock-on or something. That'd be kind of interesting if this game had a lock-on. I'm going to drop the volume just a tiny bit. I think I might Oh, hang on. It does like lock on a fair bit, regardless of like what you're doing with left trigger. Like you can sort of see the cursor, the aim thing, just dash over to the nearest guy to you. The aim assist here is aggressive. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen aim assist that aggressive. Maybe it is actually kind of common, but in most cases they hide it. You know, they like just sort of make it so it sort of like locks on a little bit. In this case, it doesn't like alter your camera. It just puts the cursor. It just moves the cursor a little bit, adjusts the cursor, regardless of your independent your looking. Okay, so it's shield. We can absorb projectiles with shield to recharge shit. Okay, so it's not like a limited thing. We should be shielding like all the time. I wonder if there's a polarity system here. I'm betting there might be a polarity system between blue and between like blue bullets versus I don't know, red bullets or something. That wasn't a thing in Returnal, but the other game I know of them, the Outland, used a Ikaruga style polarity shift system, so I think it would make sense if this game had that as well. Yes, I got it. Oopsie daisy. I wonder if orange projectiles are different from the hello statue. Weird statue. Like, can I shield the... I cannot shield the orange, okay. So it might be a polarity thing, or it might be a, might be something else to it. These pillars are carved to be like dudes holding it up.
I see
Whoop.
you. I know you are near.
In Returnal, there was like a dash. I don't seem to have a dash as of yet. Worth noting, I hit the circle button and no dash, no dice, no dash. I bet, based on Returnal being a game that had a dash and it being quite mobility is great in games generally. I bet we'll get a dash eventually. Solar cage cannot leave area. Oh, wait, there was a dash, right? It's on L. Right, fuck, I forgot. Oh, red. There's red. Either red or unavoidable, or there's a polarity thing to be, coming. Apparently, apparently there's a limit to how much damage your shield can take. And then I died. We'll never find out what happened with that woman, I suppose. Alright, let's come back stronger second run, I guess? I feel like we're still in a tutorial here. That felt like a scripted... That felt like a... You're supposed to die here, seriously... type moment. I bet you can get through it if you're really good. And really scrappy, but reckon we have to like warm up to that, get our feet beneath us. What does the name mean? Saros? I don't know. One more thing to find out as you play Saros' recent release. We're back to life, apparently. We come out of the Hades pool, and we're gonna talk to Lord Hades, and also all of our friends, such as the sleeping dude, Hypnos.
She was there.
There's the guy who has the heel, Achilles. He's in one of them, and the other one, I forget who the other Greek hero you greet in Hades 2, or I might have them reversed. I'm not sure which one has Achilles. It doesn't really matter. Let's do it. Second run, I guess. Or maybe story time. Oh, we have a friend. Hello, friend.
It was promised.
We have another friend.
I need to know that I just made the right decision.
Well, he did turn evil. He was turning into,
He sabotaged our ship. Thought he was dead. Just like
time loop.
Wait,
Time loop, buddy.
How long?
Since the last time the sun died.
Yeah, I remember seeing the eclipse and then...
Wait. Wasn't that dude a lady a second ago? That's an older me now. Oh, there's two people. We have a lot of friends all of a sudden. Okay, good. It kind of seemed like a fever dream for a second.
People.
Different guy.
You can come out.
Hey, you know, in the first Returnal, we were all alone.
Arjun?
Now we have a team of dudes who will surely not turn to worm people. Resident Evil 4.
Where have you been? And what did you do?
Nothing. I don't know what to tell you, Kay. It feels like I only just left and time jumps me.
You left us here. We've lost people. There's no way to get home, and you think
Kayla,
you can just...
he's returned to us.
Maybe it's not a time loop. We did come out of the muck. We did come out of the thing. I don't think we're in time.
While Jerome and
I think time is marching forward. Unlike in the first, I keep saying in the first game. Unlike in Returnal, spiritual predecessor.
Argent, there's a Soltari signal out there. It's our best shot at finding the colony.
Let's find out.
It's curious they didn't call this Returnal 2.
I'll follow when you're ready.
But I guess clearly
And make sure
it gave them opportunities to like mix up what was in it. Also, they made it so that the buttons are on different places as far as the dash goes, or I wonder if you can change that. Is that like an option? I mean, you can absolutely map and remap all the stuff. You can swap RRR to an L2. Does anyone shoot with left trigger? I mean, I guess if you shot with Z back in the day, maybe you got used to shooting with the left button, but 90% of games don't let you do that, so you probably got used to the alternative in the last 20, 30 years, there's you can, but I don't want to. I'll get used to it.
Plot a route to that Soltari.
And I'm sure they have a good reason why they'd want the buttons to be on shoulders rather than on face buttons. So you can jump and dash at the same time. That's probably it. I mean, especially since it's like a weighted jump, the sooner you let go of jump, the sooner you start falling, so... Sure.
Let's find that signal and bring back some good news.
On it, Jay.
That lot in the passage is all that's left of us. And they're ready to break.
Birds. Okay. Looks like we're in an actual run now. An actual non-story run. So, that's cool and good! I don't know, how much is this going to resemble the first run? Or how much is just going to be like, oh, that was a tutorial, relax, don't worry about it. Here, now we're getting into the swing of things. Now is the actual game. And the actual just, going from room to room, fighting dudes. You'll maybe have choices to make as far as, where to go in each biome. Interesting these rooms are, interconnected. The doors do not separate one... concrete zone from another concrete zone. You go through the door and then you can walk all the way back. I in my head, I guess, when I see a door like that,
Jay,
I think...
do we know anything about this civilization yet?
Whatever it was, it's a graveyard now.
But Soltari said there was nothing.
Focus on the rescue, mate.
Yeah, clearly this is not an unoccupied planet, as maybe they thought it was when they sent people here. When I see doors like that, I think of Metroid Prime, where everything is in discrete rooms. And I bet it was the same way in Returnal. Don't correct me if I'm wrong. Where discrete rooms are separated by discrete doors. But this is more realistic, I guess. Doors don't necessarily lead to separate areas, separate dimensions, shut off from the rest of, yeah. Cool, reliefs, cool architecture. It's pretty cool. A little bit, this is definitely cooler than Metroid Prime 4's. Honestly, kind of similar,
Unknown power signature detected.
similar gimmick.
Integration suggested.
Ooh, what are we gonna get? This being a roguelike, obviously, we're gonna get different items throughout a run, and it's gonna enhance our bullshit. I wonder if any of these are gonna be permanent style, or if they're all, for the run, essentially.
Power integrated. it. Open the path.
Pull L2 all the way down. Use your power weapon. Cool. That's pretty dope. Those things turned on right as I was standing in them. Not cool. I'm fine though. That's pretty dope. Okay, so left trigger doesn't like, that feels pretty good. Is there like a limit to how many of those you can shoot? Oh, there's like a meter or something. Maybe you gotta charge that, that like little rectangle there.
Feels like no time at all.
We kept searching for the colonists.
Feels good. Feels good.
Odds are looking grim at this point.
No, they're safe, Jerome. Everyone on those ships is safe.
Apparently I don't have another in me. There's an active reload system. I can tell, even if I haven't hit it, that's what that is. I've failed it a couple times by not even trying. Man, I could go for a good Metroid Prime. I wish there was. They should come out with a new Metroid Prime, like a fourth one. That'd be nice. It could be nice, in theory. As a you know, obviously this is a. So I see those ones are homing. So once they come out, we probably want to shield up because it will be hidden. These guys turned into tubes. Wriggling tubes. I guess tubes are like a big theme, you know? There's like arteries and stuff running through this entire landscape. I guess roots are like that. I guess these are like just roots. They're very much just trees. Actually, these things. Just roots that go along the outside, mostly. Not exactly uncommon in real life. Not, all that weird, really. All told. I active reloaded. It's a system that works. Look at me, I'm learning. I active reloaded 3 times there. Wow. Can't do whatever that is.
Echelon 4 gear.
Confirmed. Vandalism locked.
In the time between eclipses, I find myself again. I think about what I've done and what I'm going to do next, and I know none of that is right. That doesn't mean I can stop it. HR'd. The darkness will chew up the sun and spit it out all over again, and I'll wake up with just memories of a dream. Am I the dreamer or the dream? The dream of kings. The dream of my desires, endless and hungry. It's so short now, this time awake. So Jerome, Lena, Arjun, whoever finds this, I'm sorry. But I can't change any of this now. Tarn was a guy... What'd you miss? So far, we started the game, we're on a weird planet. We're, seem to be trapped in some sort of loop. Maybe not a time loop, maybe just a you get revived every time you die loop. We shot a friend who turned into, sort of was going space mad. And, we just found a log from that space friend who, you know, an expression like, oh, I think I'm going space mad. Correct.
Just a little cut in the right place and boom, no more ship.
That's true.
I really did. The despair as our only way home burned. But I had to do it. Pain is the first step on the path.
Apparently,
Log at Tarn's camp. Didn't sound like him anymore. What the hell happened while I was gone?
Just about
yeah, you got
everyone
space
lost their damn
madness.
minds.
So yeah, they got space madness. We're out looking for a lady? Right, yeah, the game started with it saying, like, with a voice in our head saying, like, come to me, Arjun. The main character's name is Arjun. Come to me, Arjun. I need you. And he's like, oh, baby, I need you too. And it sounded like he knew what he was talking about. And, oh, what the hell?
Now you see the kind of shit I've been dealing with. Best we avoid that thing.
That's a big motherfucker. There's some big motherfuckers running around. And, we've shot a good number of them. And, we're gonna continue shooting more of them. Yeah, that was a cool thing. I don't know what the hell. You know, whenever I see something, I think, oh, we're gonna fight them right away. That might be the area boss. That might be the boss of the world. Ooh, a weapon.
Assault rifle. High-speed auto fire.
All right, all right. You know, I feel like I've been having to active reload a bit often, so this will be nice. Hold L2 halfway down to toggle half alt fire. Yeah, we got some sort of narration going on. Okay, so we have an alt fire, and we hold the trigger down halfway to turn that on. And we have a special attack. We do full trigger to do that. I don't know what that did. I don't know why you'd want to alt fire versus regular fire, but okay.
I haven't seen anything like that. But the ground keeps shifting each time I go back out.
What are you talking about?
This
It's a
world,
roguelike. It keeps
Goes,
changing.
keeps changing its mind.
Maybe we can find a way to the city.
Big planet, mate. One thing at a time. Find the signal.
It looks like once you change weapons, your weapon is changed, so you don't have to worry about like the pistol anymore. I think that's like replaced for now. Okay, I say interesting. All right, that's fine. I don't necessarily think that's like great. I do think I like having multiple weapons given the choice, but it's fine. You know, makes it a pretty, you know, means you don't have to think about that, I guess. The melee kills shielded guys real easy like. It's established earlier that if you want to kill shields, you have to melee them. Let's listen.
Oh, the sun. It's in me.
Tubes, more tubes.
It sees me. It knows me. Soon, they will come for us. And we will bleed. And we will smile.
That's Linwood? Linwood Pierce. That doesn't sound good. It sounds like he had space madness too. I can get different split smart rounds. Smart rifle versus tactical rifle. I don't know. I guess I'll grab a different thing. Why not? Is the number indicative of like it's better? You're gonna be gone tomorrow, Chard. Getting a wisdom tooth removed. Not sure what to expect. I still got both of mine in my mouth, so I can't speak to that, Chard. Good luck on your operation. I got all my teeth. There's a guy. Okay. This shoots claws at me. Oh, shit. I'm almost dead. Already. Okay. Red. It's almost dead. When it starts doing blue, I can just shield and know I'll be safe from its bullshit. But dodging is so easy. I can just dodge and I don't have to think then. I bet there might be benefit to shielding versus, you know, you absorb the shield, the stuff you shield. So that might be a smarter thing to do long term. Okay, let's go in here. Getting some health back from these green.
Is this some sort of temple?
Looks cool. I think it is some sort of temple, yeah. Like, oh. If you shoot that, it sort of undulates. Kinda looks like a model of the planet. I assume. Who knows what the planet looks like.
Was that them? The ancients?
Who are you talking to? Oh, right, suit AI.
Iconography depicts a ritual. Context unknown.
Oh yeah, there's like stuff on the wall. A guy being disemboweled. This is sort of like an ink blot test. I can barely make out. This is like a sacred guy. This is like, two guys dancing, maybe? It's like a civilization. Whole mess of guys. I don't know. I can't make heads or tails of that. I'm just gonna keep on going and not think about it. What if we get to the... I wonder if we're gonna get through this whole area this time. That'd be nice. I hope this game has a cool shotgun. I mean, an assault rifle is nice and all. It's like the most basic default weapon you can ask for. But I do really like a shotgun. That's probably the most satisfying, I feel like, weapon to use. Just stronger at close range, slow rate of fire, big, meaty, impactful shots. Can't go wrong with that.
Composite constructed centuries ago.
Hands, yes. There's like a bunch of hands here, all reaching out. It's a Luna filament, basically. Don't hold hands with the nightmare. That's not a good idea. My suit got space madness. I held hands with the planet, and now my suit is got space madness. I didn't even know suits could get. I guess that's rampancy. It's just rampancy, basically.
What's with the
Oh, it's an eclipse, so it's like
Vastly enriched during
Blood Moon, basically. Like a Blood Moon situation.
What the hell happened to that hostile?
Abnormal energy surge. Matching solar conditions.
I think the yellow ones mean that we can't shield it, so go on and continue dodging. Continue dodging those, I suppose. Get the keys.
Alert. Soltari signal detected. Caution advised. Abnormal biomass detected.
I'm just gonna pick up everything I see. I'm not even gonna think or read or understand. This reminds you of like a better Risk of Rain. I suppose that's another roguelite, right? Yeah, that's probably comparable. It is most similar to Returnal, which is basically a sequel to same team as. This is like a Returnal was a game that's very much like this, by the same people, by the same like 3-4 years ago.
Bloody eclipse pissed off the entire world.
Are you okay?
Nothing I can't handle.
You do have limited roguelike experience. There's a bunch of them. I don't play like all. I guess I don't play all of them. Of course I don't. I don't play Risk of Rain, for instance. But Returnal was one I picked up and I quite enjoyed it. So, you know, hence being here today. I feel like with a roguelites, you gotta basically be like the best roguelite possible to like really warrant the time investment it takes to get deep into a roguelite. And I think with this game's 3D nature, the fast and beautiful world, and the bullet hell aspect, I think it justifies. I think it has a niche in the roguelike scene, but you know, you gotta be the own. You gotta judge for yourself whether that's enough for you, and if you have the time to really engage. Generally, honestly, part of me went into this wondering like, okay, well, I don't know. It's not like a sequel to Returnal. Maybe it's a you know, a linear action game this time. Maybe it's a one and done. Has anyone ever gone from making a roguelite to in the next game, in like the next game that they made, switching it up and going like, oh, it's not procedural anymore, it's a one and done? Honestly, I'd like that. I feel like I'd like generally I prefer just like a one and done experience, but you know, there's some games that make it work, and I do think Returnal is one of them. Prominence. Missiles? Okay. What the hell is prominence? Okay, give me that. Maybe people would have been disappointed if, like, you know, people who really love the original, if it had been something entirely different. I mean, I'll say, like, it is a new IP, so literally they can do whatever they want. But, like, practically, I guess, as far as the people who played the last one and probably would be on the hook for buying this one, maybe that would be like a nuts and bolts type thing if you were like, hey, it's not a roguelike this time, it's a single-player game which has an ending, and you just have to go area by area. It's sort of like a Control, and less of a, you know, repeating, you'll never finish it, it'll take probably a couple months or, you know, many attempts and all that. The focus is definitely on mobility, given that the game sort of aims for you to a certain degree. The game is definitely more focused on, like, you're dashing around and avoiding projectiles and shielding. That's like the main thrust of the gameplay here. And I like it. I like running around, dodging all the bullets. It feels good. It's you have a lot of control. And the bullets hell pattern leaves holes in it, which you can dash through. And that's fun. You know, I'll say that honestly, playing this game and also Returnal like 4 years ago, 3D games don't do enough with bullet hell type spam. Like, bullet hell type spam can be really fun to weave your way through, and why the hell isn't it like more common in, like, hell, 3D platformers even, regular other shooters even. Like, it just makes sense and it just works. And this game really doesn't make it seem real damn easy. Another case where, like, Deltarune is like a sterling example of, oh, they did it, you know, is a sterling example of, like, what to do. That's another game that has, like, some bullet hell in it, clearly, for the better. Bullet hell. It's, underappreciated, clearly. Underutilized, etc. Oh, I need to punch this guy. Okay. That was a good run. That was a good run. Back to base for the second time.
Data for the past 1.3 hours.
I wonder if there's going to be, like, that much to do in between runs, or if we're just going to be, like, running right out. Is this like a Hades stitch? It does feel very Hades. You know, coming out of the pool. Literally the pool from Hades. All these NPCs being here, who maybe you can talk to. Let's see now. Clearly we can get some logs and all that and learn some stuff. That's fine, that's cool. They chose Carcosa for colonization due to the presence of Lucenite, a compound with vast energy potential. Yeah, it's gonna be in the trillions. That doesn't seem like so much, honestly, compared to, like, you know, really, there's like, maybe this is, with inflation, you would think that trillions wouldn't be that much in the future, but maybe they arrested inflation at some point. I'm back to the gold standard or something. I don't think inflation was that big in ancient times, other than just, like, when there were more coins. 3 Echelon spacecraft have been dispatched with missions to establish the colony. And they lost touch.
It's good to have you back, Arjun.
Oh, look at that. We can talk to guys. We can talk to them.
I can't believe so many are gone.
They didn't all die. Some of them changed.
I bet some of them will be bosses.
What happened to them?
Or other enemies.
It was different for each of them. But Alab and Beers, they were so cruel. It was a mercy when they left.
Alright. So, yeah, okay, I guess this is like Hades. Maybe we get one conversation with everyone, and then we leave. You think this is like Hades? That was the type of conversation you'd have with someone in Hades. I guess the question is there a conversation for this dude?
So, how are you, Stag?
Somewhat adrift. A pilot with clipped wings.
Well, apparently you can have as many as you want per run, so... That's not like
What are you gonna do
Hades.
in the meantime?
Sheridan would have me counting rations and sweeping floors. But I need more. I came here for so much more.
Okay. I do think it's cool in Hades, like, getting that one conversation every time with everyone. You know, it sort of meters out the story in a nice, even way. Keeps, things moving as far as, plot and stuff goes. And if you're not gonna do that here if you just, like, have 10 conversations with each person. And, like, they're this, you know, you can have them whenever you want. I feel like that's just less interesting and you're more prone to just run right by. That's me. Why become an enforcer? That's Arjun Devraj. Pronunciation is hard. It's the natural Nat Schnepp. It's not about getting paid, it's about helping people. It's not about me. If people are lost, if they're in trouble, they need someone to save them. I think that's meant to be me, meant to be Arjun. Lot of text here in the hub. A lot of, like, lore and stuff just scattered around. I guess this is where it would be. It makes sense to be scattered around here versus scattered around the rest of the world. Character traits of all the characters who I haven't met yet. Great. That's, very nice. Anyone else here who wants to have a Hades? Anyone else here who wants to say hello? Have, like, one line of dialogue? I invite you now as the time to get your shit in. To get your line of dialogue in. Welcome back, boy. Good luck on your next run. Back so soon? Ugh. That's what Hades said stuff like that, right? Like, back so soon? I see you met you met Cerberus out there. Been a while since I played the original Hades, you know, and I wonder how it is going back to Hades after Hades 2. Real question. Like, is it still, does it hold up? Does it, work? Where the fuck is everyone? This looks like it's a whole area for NPCs to hang out in, but, no one's here. And I guess, we should just leave. I can open my risk computer to access the Holo Viewer. Okay. There's like a Alan Wake 2 mystery board over there. Drawing of the eclipse. Oh, there's like markers where the NPCs are on the mini map. They're over here.
Okay, I've got core functions online, but
This is a
without access
cutscene.
to a solitary network, our primary unit is a shadow of what it should be.
Not such a bad thing. We need help, not corporate oversight.
Oh,
True.
you still have plenty to say. You know what these things are like.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, enforcer loadout protocols are good to go.
At last.
I mean,
Over to you, Arjun.
we can tell that we have a whole situation here and they should send an army.
Calibration, Enforcer Devraj.
There's like aliens and baddies and things of that nature. Oh, hey, we have like an upgrade system. These are permanent upgrades. Drop things remain for longer. Yeah. Sort of goes in a tree structure. So we should look at what's ahead and figure out where we want to go first. Shield capacity. Armor integrity. For faster proficiency. I don't know what proficiency does. Honestly. I think health is just the easiest route to go down by default. This gain access to higher level weapons. Okay, cool. Is every time, like, in between the major ranks, it's just gonna be like, oh, you can get more shield or more drive? Get whatever you want. In this case, sure, you know what? That includes more. We can't afford it. I mean, I could get another rank of this, but is it better to save and scrimp? We can afford it. We should do that. It's not like we can get anywhere. We're anywhere. I'm sure we'll get a bunch. I'm sure we should just spend away. It's good to spend. All right. Do you want to have a Hades conversation?
Primary taking charge.
I have to be. It's an asset we can't squander.
It knows protocol, but it doesn't know people. We still need you.
What about you? What do you have to
The
say?
myriad?
I've checked in, yeah.
I talked to her.
When we landed, I was looking forward to his help. But now, it's jabbering on about Saltari regulations while we bury our dead.
We don't have to do what it says. Who's gonna tell us otherwise?
Oh, I can speak with primary.
Your absence has been noted, Enforcer Devraj.
I was out there searching for our people.
Attempting recovery of company assets. File amended. Log your findings and deposit acquired resources.
Okay.
Everything on this world is Saltari property.
Okay.
Sheridan says finding the colonists is my priority.
They're
Saltari
dead.
regulations supersede Commander Bouchard.
Saltari isn't here. That's why they sent us.
I am primary. I am Saltari.
We have an evil AI boss. Wow, ripped from the headlines. That's how it's gonna be in a few years. This is your new boss. It doesn't understand things like humanity, or the fact that, you know, this whole world that they own is full of fucking aggressive alien monsters.
Map data unregistered. Resetting.
It just says, no, what's mine is mine. And we already asserted this from 1,000,000 miles away, so it's true.
Make it count, Argent.
Ignore the fact that it's not
Find them. Trust me.
occupied and full of beasties. It doesn't get that. Also, realistically, the colonists are fucking dead. They're on this planet. They're either dead or they're Resident Evil 4 worm-infected monster people. They're cultists or something. You don't want them. You don't want them. Whatever. We don't have a ship. What else are we gonna do? Let's do this. The third run. Maybe the second proper one. But, yeah. Let's go. Let's do it. Here we go. This is the third. Let's do our best. Oh, what? That right out the gate? Okay. Those guys look tough, and there were a lot of them, but now they're all dead, so I guess they weren't so tough. I was kind of scared there for a second, and then a second later they were all dead, so... Ooh, a hand cannon. So I guess I shouldn't be scared. Lesson learned. Just shoot first, think later. A good rule of thumb when you're on an alien planet, stranded, super stranded, and such. Why does everyone turn into worms? I mean, it's a cool particle effect, honestly. The worms. It just doesn't make that much sense. Maybe these guys are made out of worms, like those, the guys in Halo, that are just like a big colony of worms. They look more like robots, though. Maybe worms operate them. That dude was definitely a robot. Ow. Now that one makes sense as a worm. I saw its tentacles. I saw its whips. A beautiful planet. Really, really beautiful planet. I gotta say, aesthetically, this game is beautiful. You can't impeach it on looks. And also, it's a good game otherwise. I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying like, oh, it's nice to look at. I'm not saying that as like a consolation or anything. I'm just saying it looks good. Pretty game. With nice particle effects and enemies that are nice to shoot.
There's something wrong with this place.
I was there when Beers walked himself off a cliff. He stared at the sun until he hit the ground. Something's wrong with this world, mate. We need to protect the others from it.
Yeah, clearly. Is that like a finish me thing? Or like once they fall, you can finish them by like meleeing? That'd be cool. This game is pretty dope so far. I'll say it's not anything that I wouldn't expect just from, you know, the first game and all that. It's a good feeling game with a lot of bullet hell to keep yourself occupied with. Like, that's basically what you want. I wonder what the alt fire for this one does. I'm trying to hold down the button now. You can sort of see there's like a semicircle. Maybe it's like a... I really don't get the alt fire. It feels like sometimes, I guess maybe when you run out of alt fire, it just goes right to regular fire. I don't know. It doesn't feel that different from regular fire to me. So here's regular fire. Okay, it looks like alt fire here is like one single bullet. Why would you want that? Why would you want that though? Oopsie daisy. Whoop! What a place to respawn. Hope that I had like some immunity for a second.
Why did Beers do it?
Things are like sprinklers. Look at these things. They're just like literal sprinkler systems.
That's what he said. He was looking for
Again, I really like this sort of bullet hell type nonsense. I'll say again, severely underused as mechanics go. What is this? It is maximum integrity increased. A health up. Eesh. Gotta be careful of lasers. Shit, yes.
No sign of Bierce or Lab. I found a camp, presumably Tarn's. He built something here, and
that one's worse.
Offering.
That one's not as good.
A shrine. It's madness. But the longer I look at it.
Yeah, it's space madness.
What did you find out there, Tarn?
Hey, this is the door where I opened.
I was just telling Beers I knew she was okay.
Beers is dead. You told me that.
He was just... nothing, mate.
You've
Must
come
be
to...
hearing things.
Look, dude. You know, you've come back to life like 3 times. Maybe, maybe there's... I don't fucking know. Think about that for a second. Clearly people can come back to life in this world. That probably means something, right? That probably means something. Maybe other people also could be not dead. That's a thought. That's a thought.
Earlier,
It does seem weird that, like, we've died twice now, and no one seems to have questioned, like, hey, what's up?
Back in the passage.
Oh, they're saying that right now.
someone else breaks.
They're doing that right now. They're questioning, hey, why come you keep dying? Why come you can come back to life? That's weird. That doesn't usually happen. On Earth, it's practically unheard of. Jesus, only example. Is this is every roguelite a Jesus allegory? I watched Pinocchio randomly the other day, and it's got that whole bit with the whale, you know, which is very much, you know, just like Jesus, right? Also got eaten by a whale famously, as I understand. Is every roguelite a Jesus allegory? Corollary, why was not the Jesus game that someone put out a few years ago recently, whenever that was, why was that not a roguelite? Get reborn, have to
Melee power insufficient.
well, you can only get reborn once. You don't have like multiple runs. Also, you don't hear that much about how his second run went. Jesus, you know, it seems like he came back and maybe he got shut down like right away because the story ends there. Maybe it's like a happily ever after situation, like, oh, and then he was the Lord, happily ever after. But it's like, yeah, it kind of seems like no one ever saw him again after he came back. Huh, weird. Maybe it's just a story. Is there an official, you know, account of how Jesus' second run went? Did he do good? Did he beat the game? Did he get the Cerberus? Did he, like, how far did he get? He needs, you know, back then they didn't have roguelites. They only had roguelikes. So his second run, you know, is probably... It took longer for people to figure out, like, how to, It took people longer to figure out, like, what they needed to do to beat the game. You know? I am, like, sliver of health, about to die, but, do not worry. I'm good at dodging. That attack was pretty fast, though. Okay, run. Okay, run. Let's go. More runs like that.
This place. I need to get back out there.
All right.
Rabbit primer is online. Let's get this place in order.
I've uploaded my scans of the architecture.
Okay, you know what? I'm feeling like the in-between time, it's just more for upgrading than for talking to people. You can absorb a little bit of plot if you want, but the most important thing, I think, is that we should invest in ourselves. In particular, let me get some of this, and let me also get some of... Wait, no. Go out this way. Get this, and well, it doesn't make a difference which way you go. We can't afford anything more. Okay. Alright, primary later.
Stay focused,
Run
Archie.
4?
We can't afford to lose you again.
Run 4, let's go. Run 4, let's go. What was that? Oh, I guess that's the name of this area, Shattered Rise. Like the name, like the logo of it. It's interesting that the weapon you get seems to persist to the next run. We still have the handgun that we used last time. I think that's cool. I think that's good. I have no idea what charges with the shield. Like, is that charging my super? I should probably figure it out because it seems like it might be important. I'll say, with the shield, I feel like I'm not... Yeah, I think the shield does charge, Here's my thought of the shield, like, a little bit in. The shield takes a second to up activate because you have to do a melee into the shield. I feel like that is just like a second of too much, you really have to get the shield up ahead of time. You have to really pre-game it a little bit. And, that makes it less responsive than just dashing, which comes with invulnerability frames, by the way. So, why not dash? Why shield and not dash, I guess is the question. Because shielding can absorb goodies, and goodies are good. Yeah, but it's still easier to just, yeah.
She talks like it's just routine, but
To just, dash away.
She thinks it's a death sentence. Maybe she's right. We're not equipped to deal
Could have
with
used the
those
faster
things.
shield, I don't know. Maybe that's like the trade-off between like, oh, you know, you have more time, you time it up better, use the shield. You're in a pinch, just dash away. There is also cooldown on the dash. There's also a cooldown on the dash. Worth noting. I can hit down on the D-pad. Do they call it not a D-pad on the,
how it's been for you.
on the directional thing?
I was the only enforcer left.
Get this.
I know my job.
Ever wonder why the rest broke and you didn't?
You know what I've seen.
Yeah. I was there.
Also, the shield does slow you down. What?
Maybe there's nothing else left to break.
Oh, this is exclusive to the PlayStation 5, right now. As was Returnal ever released on Xbox? Or Switch or whatever? I might be on PC, Returnal. But, yeah, I think Housemarque, they might be owned by Sony or something, so, don't expect it, elsewhere, maybe. Hang on. Let me check. Is Housemarque owned by owned by Sony? Is Housemarque owned by Sony? They were acquired by Sony in 2021. Yeah, so they're a subsidiary of Sony, so you know, unless they are looking to release on other consoles to get more money, don't expect to see it elsewhere. Basically. And it's just on PlayStation 5, not on PlayStation 4. One of the very few games that is like that. I feel like Generations and such is becoming a lot less important. This run, I don't know it's going very well. I picked a good time to say that. Yeah, that run was not the run. That was not the run.
How long has it been?
It doesn't say like which run
2.5
it is, I guess. I think this was the 4th run, and we're going on to the 5th run. Looks like a game the PS4 could handle. You'd think. I don't know. I'm not an expert on, like, what exactly the PlayStation 4 can and can't handle. Let's increase drive. I feel like getting that up will be good for us. I can't afford anything else right now. So we'll just carry on forward. I mean, I think any game the PlayStation 4 can handle. It's not that old to me, but actually it is pretty old, I guess. I don't know. I feel like most games you should be able to do them on on like a Switch 1. Like Switch 1, that's difficult to do games on, but like PlayStation 4, basically about as strong as like a Switch 2, with some well, the Switch 2 would probably have some modernizations that a PlayStation 4 doesn't.
There's a lot in my way.
Sorry to labor
But,
the point,
yeah.
but we need this one. I'm worried about Stack and Kayla.
I'll find it. No matter what.
I like all these sprinkler systems that are set up here. Like, literally just spraying bullets haphazardly in one direction. Moistening. It's a sprinkler system. Like I said. I don't need to say anything more. Alien up there. Alien there. These guys all shoot the blue bullets. It's interesting that the blue bullets leave a trail behind. That's cool. This game's damn cool. Yeah, there is a melee. See, I'm doing it now. Whenever you do the shield, you have to melee first, and then you hold down the button, and it becomes a melee. I do believe there's only a few games where I do believe there's just a few games where like PlayStation 5 is really necessary, like Astropot with its like ridiculous amount of physical objects. This is a very pretty game. Has a lot of fog, environmental effects, particle crap, beautiful as all hell. I don't know. I'd believe I'd believe that there was a technical reason why this had to be on PlayStation 5 specifically. How did the PlayStation 4 version of Returnal look, if there was one? I bet there was. I mean, not that many PlayStation 5 exclusives, you know? I bet it looks great. I bet it looks fine. I'm not an expert in PlayStations. Honestly, like, I prefer to do the Switch whenever possible. Switch is the main console these days, and the PlayStation is like, if I must, never the preferred platform for me. I will say part of that is the controller. I do prefer a Xbox or Switch style controller. That said, Returnal was only on PlayStation 5 as well? Okay. Well, there you go. There's also, like, rationale there as well. Like, the first game was also only on PlayStation 5. So, there's, like, precedent there. Switch controllers, like, peak design. I mean, I will say, you know, in the news today, in the news recently, there is the Steam Deck controller coming out next week, and I kind of want it. I mean, I know it's like a Sony controller. The sticks are in the middle and all that, and I do find that that's not my preference personally. But the idea of those, like you know, those I think let's go this. Let's Hey Rock Party, by the way. How you doing? I'm really interested in those trackpads, and also all its other like smart little features, like the snapping onto the power dock thing. It sounds like it connects to a computer instantly because of that little dock thing, which is great. I'm so tired of Bluetooth controllers and all their shit. You know, they always take a second to connect. They kind of suck. I don't know. This is like run 6 or something. I think this might be run 6. If I'm wrong, just whatever the timestamp on the VOD says. If there's a timestamp on the VOD. If anyone's watching in the future or whatever, you know, just trust what the timestamp says over what my dumbass says, because I have lost count. But, you know, I'm having a good time, so don't worry about it.
From Echelon 4. Day 5 on Carcosa. I've left the others behind. They've been useless since Pierce died. They're blind to what's right in front of them.
Don't have enough to get that thing, apparently.
Value beyond anything we projected in the Lucenite venture.
So that guy was like, oh shit.
For good reason. The bloke's poison, mate. Bloody Soltari suits.
You think he's alive?
Dunno. Don't care.
Just say it's run 10 to confuse VOD people. They can count. I'd rather be right than wrong, even if it is humorous. We haven't had that many runs, not nearly. It's gone okay. I mean, I feel like the last few have been a little shit, but I'm trying my best, man. Shout out to VOD viewers. I appreciate you watching, I guess. Want to see how this game is, and also me playing it. Whichever one in particular you're here for. I'm appreciate y'all. VODs, I do believe the VODs need some love. Generally, oftentimes. As a rule, you know? Whatever. Where the hell are we going? I bet we're going the right way because the mini-map is blank in this direction. Man, these guys explode really fast. Well, maybe these guys are like the armored version of those, the other ones are like naked, so you shoot them instantly, they just pop. These guys, though, they're covered in like, yeah, they got like, they're like squids in armor. Go this way. I might be leaving things on the table. You know, at this point, I'm, you know, 5-6 runs in. Should I be like, oh, middle button. Oh. Should I be like checking my map and seeing like, oh, you know, there's side paths that we haven't explored. There's items that we missed. There's lock containers that we could be unlocking. Maybe we should be, you know, in that classic roguelike way, exploring every side path first before we proceed to get as much resource as possible. That would help a lot. And I am noticing now, if you look on the thing, it does very helpfully identify the main paths from side paths, which I don't know I've ever seen a roguelike do. I feel like usually there's like a mystery to like, which way do you go? Explore, explore, explore. In this case, it's like, no, man, we understand, like, if you want a mainline versus, like, explore every avenue. In either case, you need to know, like, where's forward and where's just for fun, you know? That's a pretty smart thing. I wonder if you can tell the difference just, like, looking at it. Like, okay, there's the main way is this way. Well, it's not like a door or something, it's just, like, a way forward.
They seem lost.
And the side path is just, another door.
And look what they got.
Maybe just keep an eye on your mini-map, or on your maxi-map. Whichever way, it'll tell you things to go do before you, head into the area boss. Or whatever the hell we've been dying at so far. Yeah, let's go, we should make sure we are doing everything, maxing out every run. That is, wise and good, and the game gives us the resources to do it, so it'd be a shame to, not take advantage of that. And we got some killer prominence from that as well. Nice. I will say, by the way, Steam controller wise, I think I'm gonna pick one up. I know it is $100, and that's pretty pricey and all that. Wait, did we leave one behind? Oh, we got all the items. Oh wait, is that the item that we dropped? That's weird if it marks the item that we dropped. Yeah, that's the worst prominence. Weird, okay. So maybe we don't have to necessarily run back and check every item that's on the map. They might be redundant, worse versions of items that we still have. I will say, I'm gonna get that Steam controller, I think. And, yeah, that's another redundant, we already got a better item, Oh, and that means that, going back, there's no more side paths. Okay, cool. Gonna get, Steam controller, I think. I've been looking for a controller to use with my laptop, and, the fact that you can, like, just plug in the Steam controller and it, like, connects directly, and it's apparently instantly pretty fast to connect, and also can be wired really easily, really intuitively. That sounds exactly what I've been looking for, and, I did actually order a 8-bit Do controller. I might return it, though. It's like a wired one, specifically, so it was cheap. Maybe I could keep it, but, like, what the hell am I gonna do with, like, a $20 wired 8-bit Do controller? Even if it is a nice, green color. I had to get it direct from 8-bit Do, rather than Amazon, because Amazon didn't have any of the green color, and I wanted the green color specifically. I wonder if that's going to make returning it a pain in the ass. I don't know.
It's just Jerome, Lena, and I left. Maybe he saw what's in the eclipse, too. I look at it whenever I can. I hear something there. Something impossible. Something beautiful.
Gotta do a stream to, when you get the new Steam controller to judge it. I mean, I'm gonna get it, like, next week, and I don't know how long it takes to get here. But I do have already, like, I have put together, like, a docket of streams for next month. Have a look at that. There's a docket of streams for next month. I already got, like, a Bowser's Fury and a showing off Godot stuff for the following week. It was, like, Thursday. If it arrives by then, I could do something there. Or I could just reschedule the Bowser's Fury to a later time. That's you know, it's not exactly set in stone yet. I wonder how, do we have any idea, like, how long the shipping will be for the Steam controller? Is it going to be on stores? What's Steam controller availability? Let me see. Here's the Reddit. It's coming out on May 4th. Yes, I know that. Is it, like, shipped directly from them? You don't buy online, like, at all? Wow, Chard. Like, for anything? Like, Amazon or nothing? You don't fuck with Amazon? I didn't know there were people like that, but hey, more power to you. Amazon seems like they have too much power in general. I get everything from Amazon these days, except for food. Pretty much. Food and soap. I like the what the hell is it called? The Bath and Body Works. I like their foaming soaps. Maybe I should invest in cheaper soap, though. In the, you know, if I just like grabbing the they have so many different scents of soap. I'm always just like, yeah. It just says out May 4th. It doesn't, I don't see anything about, whether it's in stores or shipped or, it's probably shipped. What the shipping situation will be. Steam controller shipping. Do you have to buy it from Steam? Yeah, I'm really not sure, like, where exactly you buy it from, but I guess we'll find out next week. Okay, whatever. Guess we'll find out next week, and, I could do a stream, I guess. Like, I think it wouldn't be... Would you want to be, like, first impressions? I mean, I've never had a Steam Deck. I feel like the thing is, a lot of the stuff about that would be pretty much just like, oh, you know, let's, for people who had a Steam Deck for years, it'd be kind of old hat, you know, like how the touchpads work, how it feels. Like, what games would you want to use to test that out, even? These guys explode real good. I like to see them explode. Okay, so blue is always the main path, and white is always the side path, so head towards white first, and then, yeah. Probably used Amazon less than a dozen times on family account. Wow. I wonder if that's, like... I wonder what the stats are, like... countrywide. I would say I've ordered probably thousands of things through Amazon. At least hundreds of things. I mean, like, how many Amazon things you have ordered for most people is like, how many bread have you eaten in your life? I can't count it. But Amazon can, because they actually do keep track of all your orders throughout the years, so I guess they actually do know. Less than a dozen times is crazy, is wild. That's clean living. That's clean living. I gotta hand you that. Are there people who have, like, eaten at, like, chain restaurants less than a dozen times in their lives? I feel like, again, for me, like, how many Five Guys have you eaten is on the order of how many breads have you eaten. You know, fuck tons. Dozens, hundreds. Who can say? Maybe like a rich fucker is like, oh, you know, or like, you know, a Disney princess basically just hasn't been to the to any fast food burger joint ever. And chains are pretty diverse, you know. There's pizza chains, there's burger chains, there's even like healthy chains. Taco Bell. There's local chains even, like Rosa's, which is like our local top. I would say Rosa's the local top Tex-Mex Mexican restaurant in my area, as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know the exact stats. I just know that roses are everywhere. And they're real damn good, authentic, you know, Mexican cuisine. I really recommend Roses. Roses is a damn good restaurant. I like them a lot. Rock Party, you still around? What do you think of Roses? Do you ever go to Roses? Is that a chain that you're familiar with? Are they like downtown Dallas? Are there Roses down there? Or is it just a suburban Dallas thing, you know, like the suburban sprawl? You've only been to Five Guys once? Well, you know, specific chains, I'm sure everyone has holes and gaps in places they've only been. I went to Arby's just once. I've been to Arby's one time. I feel like I had, like, there's a lot of chains I feel like that have just failed and just aren't around anymore. Or like, yeah, you know, it's been forever since I've been to Long John Silver's. I also think that there's not like a Long John Silver's nearby, so I really have no cause to. Taco Bell and Burger King you go to a lot though. I go to Taco Bell sometimes. I haven't been to a Burger King probably in like 20 years. I honestly didn't know that Burger Kings were still around. I barely see them like driving around. I've only recently seen like, oh hey, there's one. I've been like, oh, how about that? What is that?
No alternate paths detected.
Hey, I think we made it to something new. By carefully, this run is going really good. Let me say. It looks like there's still a ways until the objective, but we're at least going to get like a new item or something. Let's hold hands with the monster.
How does this thing work?
What did we... Oh, I see. When we hold hands, that's when the eclipse starts. Okay. When we hold hands, that's when the eclipse starts. So, things get more serious, like, after that starts. Are these fast travel points? What's with these pools of, muck? I wonder. Looks like there's, what the hell is that? Overlord? Wait. Overlord. Is that like the area boss? We probably should do as much as we can before we fight the area boss, right? That would be safest. Melee seems of limited use if you're not bringing down a shield. So keep range and dash around, and don't get caught by These guys are very much like the live, die, repeat fellas, the Edge of Tomorrow fellas, like literally exactly. I guess with the worms as well, you know, like a lot of enemies when you kill, they burst into worms. And also, like, yeah, now they have like the worm hound type design of those guys from that movie. Damn good movie. Good thing to pull inspiration from. Did Returnal also have worm-like enemies? I feel like it did. It's been a while since I played it, so I do not remember. A lot of side paths here. Let's continue going down them. Getting all nice and loaded for bear before we fight the Overlord.
Jackson, or whoever's left to find this. I won't go back to that nest of panic. All that fear and worry, you know, it's like a disease. And I don't intend to catch it. Someone's got to find a path to something better. Yeah? Maybe I'll see you down the road.
Rating-wise, I think this game is, like, interesting enough. But, I do think that, I do think this is one where if you just want to play it without audio and watch a YouTube video or a movie or something, I feel like you'd be just fine so far. In fact, I'll say I'll probably watch something while I'm playing this off stream. You know, in the future. I'll say I'll be playing this off stream. I should probably always mention when I start these first time streams of like, yeah, this is the first time I'm playing this game. After this, it's gonna be off stream though. Just the first time on stream. And then after this, more just, I'm not gonna schedule out every time I play this game. That's ridiculous. And also, I feel like I want to be playing a lot of it in the next couple weeks, you know? It just makes sense to, it just makes sense to play it off stream a bunch. Anyway, also with the overhead of doing a stream with the saving of the VOD and all that stuff, you don't want to necessarily do that every time you play a brand new game. But, yeah, you know, first impression wise, I always enjoy a stream like this. And, what the hell was I forget where I fucking started this, tangent. Where the hell I was going with it. This run is going well. How about that? This run is going well. We're I think, setting ourselves up for success this time in a way that we didn't necessarily previous times. And that's good. I'll say, how long should we, right, I was talking about how I might probably watch movies. Yes, I've been watching a bunch of Disney film, and, sure, I could watch, I could watch some crap like that while, exploring this world. It seems quite good for that, honestly. I'll say as far as, like, how much longer we'll go tonight, I don't know. I'd like to see another biome, honestly. And hearing people say it's pretty accessible, pretty easy, makes me think, like, once we start getting the hang of it, start getting a good run in, we'll be home free. Oh boy. Once we get some good runs in, we'll be on our way and hopefully seeing a second, or hell, imagine if we were able to see a third biome. That is my thought right now, is that I'd like to go until then if possible. Oh god, that guy does like half of our health if we get hit by his yellow barrage. Fortunately, he is almost dead. Oh. Good dash, good dash. And also we got some health back. Let's go. What? Inventory full? There's an inventory limit? Equipment. Artifacts. Should... What? Huh? I see no option here to, like, recycle or anything. You can only take so much? That's different. That's something. I guess that's why it doesn't automatically pick up the crap that you find. Other than maybe some of it has, like, trade-offs. But, like, you can literally fill up and be unable to get anything more. I guess that does add some interesting risk-reward to this, insofar as, like, yeah, you know, you can pick up the first thing you see and be on with it. You know, once you fill up, just go to the boss and have fun. Or you can, like, take your time and, like, get everything dropped and then start picking things up once you know, like, okay, I see all my options, I know what I want. interesting risk reward. This run has been going so well, but this picked the hell of a time to realize that. I guess you're always going to realize that late in a good run. It's always going to happen like that, huh? Ooh. What are you gonna do? Why are you talking to the hologram?
Activate holocache.
Looks like he's horny for hologram. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's enemies! Stop walking slow! Cutscene! Stop cutscening!
Even if it seems absurd, I worry more about Micah. Sometimes I catch him staring at nothing, into the black. He says he can hear something. The others think he's losing it, but I think he's just scared.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, no, everything I can pick up now is just a wash. It's just nothing. Maybe I could get a weapon and like switch out for my current weapon, but at this rate, it kind of seems like all the other side zones are going to be bubkiss. Should we go over there and check out the objective? What about the boss? What about the Overlord? I mean, if the Overlord is optional, the Overlord is optional, and let's just see what the objective is. Honestly, like, I'd rather see a new area than to see an optional Overlord, if it is optional, and not, like, required to, get to the next zone. Oh, this is definitely a good pit to jump into. This is, definitely when I jump down there, there's not going to be a cutscene, and then an enemy is going to come at me. There's not. Definitely when I come through here and walk through this hall of lasers, everything is going to be cool and chill. I got a vault key. Okay, everything actually was cool and chill. What do you know?
Spatial distortion ahead. Unknown technology. Tracing readings from a previous location.
A shortcut. I'll take all the help I can get.
Yeah, we now have a fast travel system. Very nice. Better handgun. Okay, so looks like before we can continue, we need to unlock a grapple. And I bet for that grapple, specifically, we need to fight this dude.
Signal leads underground. I've found a tunnel leading there.
Careful,
underground?
I have no idea what else is down there.
I just need to keep going. I'm close, Jay.
Yeah, I can't get any of the items anymore, so I might as well not. Okay, here's where a boss is. The Overlord. Let's beat him. Is it gonna be the giant bird from before? No, it just looks like a different monster. This monster has 2 heads. I think those are eyes. Maybe that's the head. I don't know what the head is. Do they have heads? Maybe they don't have heads. Prophet. Woo! Whoa! 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 Oh man, that's just corrupting all my shit. Whoa! I can see the way that the... Whoa! It's corrupting all my health. This guy. That said, I am getting through it. It's a simple pattern, it would seem. Jump right, jump left, jump up. Okay. We got like halfway through. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. You know, it's pattern recognition, and that was pretty simple as far as patterns go. Next time we'll have it. That was a long one. That was a long, long cycle there.
How do I keep coming back?
Insufficient data.
Okay. Let's open primary. I think with that run, we did get enough resource to, like, carry on and get to the next big thing. Let's do that. I think just start us off with better guns. Better guns is good. I'd like to have better guns. Shield can now draw power from corrupted projectiles. Interesting. These look the same, whichever way we go. But it also looks like... Wait, is there a path going? You have to defeat the Overlord to get through that node. So that's interesting. Less Lucenite lost on death. I wonder... Kinda looks like if we want to get out to the left... Is there like a connection between this and that? Which one would we want? Just everything? I don't know, it makes a difference whether we go left or right first. These all look the same. Key or adrenaline level. I don't even know what adrenaline level is, so I guess I'll pop out this way. And get that unlocked. Yeah, we can't do either of these yet, so makes no difference. Okay. Good shit. Good run. Yeah. I think this is run number 7.
That signal urgent. It's what Tarn would have wanted.
Different,
I wish we could help him.
different way of starting this time. That's a room unlike I've seen before. Nice. Nice. Let's go, let's do it. I think this is the run, folks. I guess the question we should ask ourselves now is, should we be a little more reticent about picking up things? Should we only pick up things that look like they're worth picking up? Should we think before we grab something? Not really the way I like to do things. Thinking before getting something? My God. I'd rather just get it and think about it later. But we'll play it by ear. We'll get through and I think we'll beat the boss. Ooh, I definitely want more drive. If drive affects like your weapons, I guess they're worth getting. That is absolutely worth getting because it's. I don't think you have a limit of those. Okay, so artifacts are different from just like stat upgrades. And wait, no, that's yeah, backwards. I already got that. That was the one I left behind. Oops. I collected it without even thinking about it because I just mashed the fucking button. I do think it's better in a roguelite when you can just collect everything without thinking about it, honestly. Or if there is a decision to be made, it's like an A-B decision, like, do you want this or do you want that? Mutually exclusive. You know, you'll get the same number of things no matter what, or, you know, maybe you can get more with a higher risk situation and more exploration. In this, there's a limit to how much you can explore and how much you can get. Or, like, how valuable it can be. And, that seems weird to me. Oh, God. Melee is not that good. I don't think we want to do melee unless they have a melee shield on. I'm sleepy. I've been sleeping more recently, given, you know, situation and all that. It's been nice, but, still generally pretty sleepy. Especially during the day. Just, is what it is, you know? I don't know. I feel like I'm sleeping later and later. And, that's fine, though. And, I don't plan on moving the stream time to accommodate or anything. It'll be at the normal time. I just gotta either loop around or, you know, do the other thing. Get things back in line as you do. I tried taking a tiny nap before the stream. I feel like these days, you know, it's very easy to just, you know, with the way LinkedIn and everything works, you can job hunt from bed pretty easily. You know, you don't have to go to a computer to, like, go to a job thing, go like, okay, yes, I've had X years with this, X years with that. There's my name, there's my address. You don't need to do that. You can do that from bed. Then you don't have to leave bed. And then, like, when you're done, it's like, okay, well, what else am I gonna do today? Have a little bit of a nap. Rather than a little bit of a lunch. I'll say, like, I definitely want to be up when Blight Club is on. I love Blight Club, and I'll, definitely make sure to, watch that every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central. You revert to Nocturnal when not working consistently. Oh yeah, and on weekends especially, by default, I just go to nights only. It's also been weird, you know, since I've been able to set my own hours as far as, like, you know, I am still doing some productive stuff. I'm working on channel stuff, on short form type things. I've been learning Godot, but I've been doing that more at night than anything. Sometimes even, like, you know, after a stream even. And that's been interesting to just go like, okay, you know, 2 a.m., let's start figuring this stuff out. I feel like implementing a pause screen at figuring out how all that works in Godot right now at 2. And that's fun and all. And also, it's been when I've been watching a lot of Disney movies, like, as I've been working out all that stuff, as I've been doing. Sort of a, you know, multitasking situation, of course. But, yeah. I like to sleep in every Sunday, as much as I can. And, that probably also means that, you know, left to my own devices, I'll just go forward and forward and forward, and, I probably scoot. One thing about, like, being up at night is that nothing goes on at night. You know, you can't go grocery shopping, you can't get food, most of the restaurants are closed if you want to go out to eat or something. Your options are very limited when you're nocturnal. And also, there's fewer people on the Discords and all that to talk to, generally. There's like clear downsides to being up at night. But, you know, on some level, it's easy to stay up, and it's easy to keep on sleeping, and those two things combine and create a very obvious pressures, you know, with very predictable results, somewhat. Just get more energy at night. Oh, totally. Totally. I do feel like, you know, when I was going into an office every day, I was having to tell myself, you know, I need to just make a fucking rule and say to myself, okay, you know, past midnight, no starting anything new. Not, you know, you can't start working on something fresh right at midnight. Can't start, you know, no projects can start at midnight, or else I'll be working on them until like 3 or 4 even. I mean, I'll say like 3 or 4, that's probably a normal bedtime for the last few years for me, honestly. But, you know, I feel like I should be winding down at night, and it's weird to not be winding down, but also, I do think some of my most productive times are like, you know, I'll say like throughout the last few years as far as personal stuff goes. What is this? PowerShell. Reload speed? I don't need that. I'm gonna not get that one. As far as just like, you know, part of it is that, you know, I've previously, during the daytime, I work at work on the things that that are like boring and routine and like, straightforward. It'd be nice if I worked somewhere where I was interested in the things I was working on, rather than just being, you know, wait, are these the fucking same? Melee stagger. Emergency patch. Oh, give me that. I like an emergency patch. That sounds good. That'll restore our, bullshit. The gate just closed behind us? Why did it do that? Weird. Whatever. We can get back around and out of there. We're fine. Artifact immunity. Yeah, I'll get artifact immunity. That sounds good. Free hit. I do think my most productive hours in the last few years have been like just having an idea at like midnight and then saying to myself, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm not gonna sleep until it's done and working. And then a few hours later, having some like, you know, OBS thing working for the stream, as far as like, you know, a great example would be like the new, you know, in the Mario Maker streams, there's helmets, there's heads that represent our lives, and the other day I added helmets to them, make it so that for the hardest of hard levels, we can have some additional tries, some additional lives, and you know, choosing the heads, scaling them appropriately, getting it all set up so it works with my hotkeys. Like, that's very satisfying and rewarding when you spend an hour getting it all configured and getting it all set up, and suddenly it works, and you know, like, oh, every time I use this hotkey for the next like 5 years plus, you know, it's very satisfying, and I feel like if like I were to bring that sort of manic mad genius type energy to more routine, like, day-to-day things, you know what I mean? Like, that could be good, and also could be like a bad, work-life balance type situation, you know, just insofar as, like, yeah, you know, like, just, if, like, every night I was like, okay, let's just start working and just not stop until I'm happy. Like, that's not necessarily what you want to do at a day job, you know, and if you were working for the man, you know, that's obviously not how it goes, you know, you work until closing, you work until end of day, until, like, the work is done, or, like, what has been estimated to be 1 story point's worth of work is completed. You know, you don't necessarily just, like, crank and grind and, you know, work on something with a bloody-minded determination of, like, I am not sleeping until this is done. You know, that's not necessarily how you want to approach things in life, you know? It's not necessarily a healthy way to do. But it does work. Yeah, give me this. You know, these runs now are going a lot better than the middle couple. Dominance is really good, but I need some health, so I'm going with the health. Okay, we apparently missed a side path earlier on, but I'm not going to worry about it for now. I feel like at this point, you know, there's so many stuff where, there's so much stuff where, the main path is, or rather, we're gonna run out of artifact room anyway, so it's not really worth, like, going down every side path. Maybe eventually you get that, like, leveled up, and then you can, bit more crap, bit more bullshit, and then you can min-max in the first zone. I wonder if it works like you get more capacity as you go on. Like, it'd be weird if you just filled up in the first area and then in the second area there was nothing you could do. Maybe you'll be able to, like, okay, I'm gonna get that one. It'd be weird to just fill up and, yeah, automatic energy reserve. Yeah, let's go with that. Where are we with equipment right now? Where we have 1 slot left. Okay, yes, hold hands with the demon. And now it's the moon. Now it's the eclipse. The world is on fire. How about yours? I'm starting to get more and more nonplussed with the whole world on fire. Recharging power becomes more efficient for every artifact carried. I mean, I have maximum artifacts, so that's pretty good. Okay, yeah, give me that. And that's the last one I can get, too. So, should we just, yeah, no, I can't get anything more. Oh, well. I think we should go forward, see if we can get, like, a weapon or something. You know, unlock the way to the objective. But yeah, By the way, the audio's been good while I'm like firing my gun and everything, right? I feel like I mostly calibrated it for like the ambient sounds of atmosphere or something, the sound levels. At this point, it'd be easier to correct it in post if it's wrong, and like adjust the volume down later if I needed to. So, you know, maybe if you're watching the VOD, it might be quieter. But, I can check. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I'm still audible over it, far as I can tell. Quick test and all that. Perfect? Okay. Good to hear. I think the yellow might be the corrupted ones. Whoop. I think I did get something that said I could get some corrupted absorption on. Maybe I can absorb the yellow now? I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna play it easy and just focus on dodging and getting in my shit. Killed the flying duders. Then, yeah. Finish off this dude. Up! Fuck, that was a big hit. Oopsie daisy. We got it, though. We're definitely killing this dude. And we're getting some health back when we do. Bonus melee damage at full power. Well, I don't know about that anyway. I don't think I would want that. Whatever. Probably here is where we get the, we gotta be close to the end now, right? Who can say?
I nod and smile as they wring their hands and try to feel special. I want new horizons. I want to help others. I want to discover myself. Pathetic. The only reason they're here is because we own them. So, I nod and smile. That's how I keep them working.
I guess that was like a boss man, acting, I don't know if he was like just regular evil, or like possessed by the alien planet evil. Sounded more like regular evil to me. More like, oh, it's corporate evil. He's like the boss man and everything. Oh, I'm low. I'm pretty low. This run's been going really well. So I would really like to go the distance and like see the next area this time. Good night, Shard. You have a good one too. Have a good night and no. Let's I'll catch you later, you know. You will catch me later, I guess, specifically. More specifically. Have a good one. Have a good one. I can't get that. I can't get that. Well, at least I can get something. At least I can get something out here. That's good. I'm gonna bust this open. Ooh, nice prominence. Oh man, I'm going into that boss with very low health. But a much better gun. Alright, alright. Does this, like, restore? No, it's already open. I would really like some health. Oh well. Second try on the Guardian. We saw this last time. We killed the nodes, which are pretty simple to do, honestly. And then we can just... God. Shield that shit. Okay, okay, we got him like halfway down. If we shield, we can make enough to like do an ultra. Oh god, we're low. I do have a thing that like gets me some extra healing when I'm really dead. We'll see if that's is a factor. Run to the one side, jump to the up. It's almost dead! It's almost dead! And so am I! Wait, does it have 3 health bars? Wait, wait. It has 3 health bars, doesn't it? Okay, it's not almost dead. It's 1/3 of the way to dead. It's not anywhere close to dead, really. Why can't I jump? Grass makes it hard to jump! Oh yeah, I can revive a little bit! Thanks to Second Chance! It's a permanent upgrade that revives you upon death. That's great! I like that! Thank you, game! You chose a good time to reveal that mechanic. Would have done that last time I was here, but whatever. Oh god. Oh jeez. Okay, okay. That was a green right there. I should grab that. That's good. Small aether. Okay, 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 okay. A lot of yellow, a lot of yellow. Gotta kill the things, gotta kill the things. And make it hard to jump, and... Oh, shit! There was a whole fucking... Oh! I might be healing a little bit when I'm not looking, because I feel like I've been close to death a lot, and still not, quite dying. Eee! Dang.
Why does this keep happening?
I don't know.
User error.
Ah! True. Fair enough. Well, we can, like, probably get a bunch of upgrades now, considering that we've had some really good runs. I think we can probably get, as much of these as we, can afford. In fact, we can get, max power. That's, what I want, I think. These ones are cheap in the middle. The smaller ones. Worth going for. Okay. We want to do like one or two more tries? One or two more runs? Let's do one or two more runs. Let's not have this one be the last. But I feel like
They told me about the city. Glorious and tortured.
I feel like we should, you know, not go forever.
I'd seen it too. That was ready to tear and rend my way to it.
And like this, you know,
What I need, it waits for me.
we are starting to have longer runs that are going for longer, that are ending with us having more crap. We should, you know, it's not quite as quick and fast-paced as it was at the start when we were just dying like 10 minutes in. These runs have been more like on the order of a half hour. So, you know, I gotta stop and think before I commit to like, let's go 5 more. Let's keep going until we beat that damn thing. I would like to. I'll say that much. I would like to beat the damn thing and go on to the next level. 1 second. Let me I gotta grab something real fast. Okay. Let's continue. Had to do some moderation real fast. And I hadn't grabbed my mouse and had it ready at the start of the stream. Had to go retrieve that real quick. Felt it better to do that in a break than to just do it live. Saves us, you know. And the VOD, it's all cut out, so that's good for the VOD, you know. Be able to just skip right past that. These guys are scary looking, but they die so easy. I'll say this is a game that really, I feel like really benefits most from its mobility and like the running around and stuff. The shield I've not really sold on yet. Like I said, like I said earlier, the fact that you have to like sort of ready it up and it takes a second to activate means that I'm not shielding as much as I could be. I guess maybe if I was shielding more, I'd have more ultimates to use, more of the super kill shot, and that would add additional gameplay for me. You know, that'd be more stuff for me to do, which is fun and good. Be able to do stuff. I also don't know what the Luminite is doing for me, honestly. Okay. There's some health over there. Lovely. I don't have a key, so I can't get that. But I can get melee stagger. No. No melee stagger. That's not something I need. We should be a little bit... Honestly, at this point, I am wondering, like, should you be trying to do every room? Trying to do every side path? Or... should you just basically be mainlining, and by the end of a good run, you'll probably have max artifacts anyway. Probably mostly work itself out. It's hard to say. So instead, what I'll say is, I'm just gonna wing it. Like, oh, there's like enemy information about a guardian, custodian, possibly a maintenance or role. There's like logs on each of the enemies here. That's interesting. Sunflare, osteomaw, eclosion, vessel, shattered rise. This was the expected location of the colony. That expectation has been confounded. Is it going to be that all these monsters and wildlife we're fighting, and even maybe the civilization? What are the odds that maybe this planet has like a weird time? Here's my, are you ready for my like, day one speculation, my day one guess? You know what? Here's my off-the-cuff plot prediction as far as where this game goes. You ready? Okay. We just got here. There were supposed to be like 3 previous colony ships that came down and set up a colony. Instead, we get here and we find a weird alien civilization that seems to be millennia old and also dead. My current guess is that there's some weird time differential going on here, and the colonists did land. They did establish a colony or something, but it's been hundreds of thousands of years since then, and this is the remains of their colony. Also, they mutated all crazy and weird over the course of hundreds of years, and also alien influences. I assume this wouldn't be what would happen with humanity after a recent amount of time anyway. I bet that these are the descendants of the people we were meant to come save, and also, you know, the planet will slowly mutate us as well. I don't know, does that make sense? Would you be able to tell if time was frozen, cold? Maybe you wouldn't if, like, you were under assault by aliens all the time. I guess you'd be able to tell if you knew, like, okay, so a day should last about 24 hours, right, on this planet? If you ended up counting the hours and going like, oh, it's actually taking like 100 years for a day to pass. What does that tell you? It tells you that shit is all fucked up. It tells you that the clocks are running slow. That's my theory. I wonder if this prediction will age incredibly well, and or incredibly poorly. We'll see. I will see. You will see. People who are farther in the game will see. Already know, maybe. There's something weird with, like, the time loop in Returnal as well. Some sort of, like, you know, the cyclical nature of it. The whole, like, causality was weird as well in that case. This sort of thing wouldn't be too, beyond the pale as far as this developer goes. Oh, I should have used it on that guy. I wonder if there's anything to be said as far as, like, weak points go in this game. Since you're not, like, really aiming yourself, it seems like there wouldn't be. But maybe there could be something just as so far as, like, getting behind a dude, approaching from a different angle. I mean, that would really work well with the mobility-focused nature of it. Jeez. You really gotta make sure you have your dash ready when you need it, because you're not dodging some attacks without a dodge. Okay. Woo! Oh, jeez, I'm using my second chance this early. That's not a good sign. I wonder if it can be recharged like a Death Defiance, like Death Defiance can. This run might be already hosed. I mean, at this point, like, if I'm thinking hosed, do I want to just go into the boss already, once we get to the boss, once we see the Guardian? I don't know. Now I have a better gun and that feels good. I'm happy about that. How are we doing as far as equipment goes? We got barely any artifacts, so we're probably not ready to go rushing into the boss, honestly. Good. Our prominence is pretty good. We're getting a increased immunity after dashing. We're now to the point where I think we can challenge the boss. Shaking hands with the devil. Do this. Let's do this. Oh, this way. So here's the way to the boss situation. Not gonna go there yet, but let's at least grab these free artifacts. I definitely like the emergency regeneration. I just really like for the possibility of saving our ass. Got four more slots left. Multi-kills is not going to help us. When it says generate power, is that like permanent power? Aether generates power. I don't know what that means. Aether generates power. So I'm not gonna get it. Okay. Increased max power. Or, get a bunch of resilience that cost us some power and some drive. Okay, more power sounds good. Don't really want to lose power in exchange for durability. I feel like that's a bum deal. I also don't want to trade one weapon for another weapon of similar make, but I'll save the heal for when I need it. Damn it, corruption. Oh, I seem to have uncorrupted somehow. Not sure how that works, but okay. Part of my health was corrupted for a second. Now it's not. Power shell, more power. Okay, I'll take that. Damn it. Totally missed a good item there. I think. More prominence is good. Okay. Go this way. Apparently I can now save up multiple super moves, which is pretty nice. I'll just use them more liberally then. Super moves are like the only way I have to like kill enemies really fast, besides just like chipping away at their health. I should always be using them as I can. I hate those guys. They're so big and scary and tough, and they take so much running around and shooting. Hello, friend. I'll watch out for the other enemies too. Make sure I'm taking care of them. Not dodging in stupid directions. Still do have a big heal waiting for us. Back then. I think we're full up on our inventory is now. Nope. Okay, hang on. I do want that. I do want that actually. It just takes a second to grab anything. Quick room with a key in it. Some other crap up there. Excellent. Okay. I can't wait until we get the grapple. Bet the grapple will be on circle or something. Then you grapple up to a thing. Okay. So many orbs, so many bullets. I still have room for one more artifact. Also, hey, Better gun, always a good thing. This is gonna be the last artifact we get, probably. Dealing damage restores integrity at low integrity. Holy shit. Yes! That's a great final one to get. Final piece of equipment. Let's go. Let's go over there, get the fast travel point back, and then we'll give another shot to the boss. Oh, I have to also make sure to go grab a healing. Go fight boss? I will. I just gotta... I got to get as much resource as I can. Ooh, more prominence. Excellent. Be as prepared as possible. And, that is a better gun. Has a higher number. Let's go. And also get a full heal before we head into that. There was a heal, right? I left a heal like over here, no? Yeah, it's right over there. Wait, if I jump down there, well, shit. I gotta do it, but I think I'll have to walk all the way back. That's not as big a heal as I was hoping, honestly. Whoa, what are you doing? Hey, this area was done. Relax, guy. Yeah, we're gonna have to go the long way around. Okay. I think we're ready. I think we got it. Boss time at the end of the 8th run? End of the 8th run here. We can also, like, get some... we could also get some shield recharged, maybe. More guys keep on appearing, even in these areas that have been already conquered, already finished. Interesting. Not a big deal. I guess you could get more Luminite. More upgrade currency for the in-between. Fair and good. Here we go. Boss time. For real, for real. Is this going to be it? Now we're going in with more health than we had last time. That said, I did use up my my heal already, my death heal. But I do have some really good, like, health restoring items right now this time. So maybe this is the run. Maybe this is it. Let's do it. Yes, yes, I know you're a big scary monster, and you have 3 health bars. I'm very scared. Reasonably scared. Gotta jump properly. Gotta jump over. Where's the thing? Okay. Shield that shit. That gives me... actually gives me multiple. It kind of looks like it gives me multiple shots of... oh, shit. over that, jump over that, jump over that. Did I try to get, like, these... No, just relax and shoot the guys and don't even worry. Shoot the little enablers. Do your big shot when you can. Run or... Shield, shield, shield. Yeah, it looks like once I shield this, I can get multiple of my attacks out. I wonder what gives me multiple... wonder if that's like a permanent thing or just like this run I got some stat up such that I can have multiple meters. It's pretty damn good, pretty damn good. Health bar 2, let's go. And now dude's going to be spawning some... The little guys should spawn. Ow. When there's the little guys on the floor, they sometimes drop health. Also, when I'm doing damage, that's restoring a good amount of health as well. I now have a thing that restores a little bit of health. That's helpful. That's keeping me in the fight, as are my big attacks. Oh god. Shit. Alright, alright. I'm healing when I'm hitting. I'm healing when I'm hitting. I'm hitting a lot. Alright, alright. Half a health bar, half a health bar. We're at the halfway point. We have very little health, but we are also restoring a lot of health as we fight. Alas! Yeah, that, Really needed to not lose that, losing that regen early was a huge problem there. That's, new armor alterations possible from primary. What does that mean? Can I do something else here? Oh wait, there's the armor matrix and then there's armors. Oh, I guess these are just, these are deals. These are the things you get for buying early. Oh, I can dress up as Kratos, God of War. Oh, I see. And other games that are, people like. Now, I'll stick with the default, thanks. Okay, that's all fine. I have enough to get. Let's just get everything we can do. Starting with the cheapest shit. Shield capacity. Yeah, is that what's giving me the extra big moves? That was really handy, having extra big moves, so I think I want to invest in that. Well, actually, I have enough to get everything available to me. We're fully maxed out as far as what we can get now. Actually. So, this is the game's way of saying, hey, you really... It's time, dude. Get it done. I think this is like the 10th? The 9th or the 10th run. They won't do that many more. But I feel like we're getting closer and closer to finishing the guy. I wanna finish this dude. I wanna go to the next area. I wanna do all that before we end tonight. And, been what, like 4 hours about. I'm gonna keep chugging. You know, we go 2 more runs here without any success. You know, I'll call it. You know, but right now, I want this. If this run goes really well, maybe it's the last one. If it goes poorly, maybe it's not. I feel like we got this shit down. We got this thing down pat. We just gotta get good upgrades. We just gotta find good crap. I guess that's a good sign in a roguelike when you're motivated to keep going. But also, I would like to see the next area and, you know, do that tonight, do that here, do that now. Priest max vitality, hell yeah. I want that. Give me some prominence. Don't actually need a heal, so the other one is fairly useless to me right now. Well, let's go. Bonus damage at full power. Weak point. Kills staggered nearby enemies. I didn't even know there was a weak point. Did I pass this by? More power at full power sounds good. I would like more power. I don't know what full power means exactly, but relax and play it by ear there. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, there's guys where I'm not looking as well. Okay. Better gun. Take it. Bunch of lasers. Dodge right through. Shoot the turret. Death. Oh crap. Shield the thing. Like, it might be a good idea to like farm these guys for their blue bits. You know, do a shield, get a big attack off, and then you know, you don't necessarily have to kill them if they like can get you. You make the fight against like tougher enemies easier. Then again, having more things to dodge is harder. Harder when there's multiple things coming at you at once. This is obvious. And as such, reducing the numbers of enemies is always a good idea. But also, what if there's upsides to, like, starting with the toughest fucker first? What if there were reasons to... You know, I guess there's risk reward, right? Like, oh, you know, this is a risky thing to do. And then there's like, well, or you could play strategically. You know, there can be a right answer sometimes. And in most cases, the right answer is kill this weaker dude first. Come on, what are you doing? Reduce the numbers. And then it'll be, you can focus more on the big tough dude in front of you. I don't know. Reinforce or extra prominence. I feel like oftentimes I'm just skipping forward a bunch of prominence if I don't collect a prominence for a while. So prioritizing things that aren't the promi is beneficial. Is a good idea. Is safer than you'd think. Nice, nice, nice. Bigger gun, bigger gun. Integrity regenerates at... yeah, like that. I like a regenerating integrity. I like the ability to stay in a fight for longer. No, I like anything that gives you some health recovery when you're down and desperate, you know. I like, you know, one of the things I think is great about Silksong and Hollow Knight is the fact that, you know, if you just stay sharp and stay focused, you can recover from basically any injury. Any hit you take can be recovered from. You just have to play sharp and find your spot to do a heal. One of the best design things about Hollow Knight, I think, is that aspect of it. You know, there's good risk reward there, and also there's just like the just you're never out of it. You never feel like, oh, you know, I should just die right now and restart the whole fucking thing because this is done. I've taken too many hits too early on. Like, no, don't worry about it. Just keep keep at it. Just stay solid, and the damage you've taken won't even matter in a minute. Real good feeling game, you know. I will say, been playing some Hollow Knight last few days, last week or so. I've gotten to the point where I got the Crystal Heart, and I don't know where to go next, honestly. I feel like I've replayed Hollow Knight before and gotten to this point before, and had the same feeling of just like, what do I do with the Crystal Hearts? Where do I go next? Do I go down into like the place behind the Mantis Lords now? Do I like I don't know. Fun game, but I'm feeling a little adrift at this exact moment. I will say I do think Silksong is better. I still need to finish, like, finish again. I 100% Silksong on Xbox, and I need to do it now on Switch as well. But it's harder to jump into that, like, midway through. Okay. That's pretty good. I like anything that restores your crap. It's hard to get back into that versus starting fresh. And, you know, maybe I'll be able to, like, do, Act 3 bosses once I play a bunch of Hollow Knight and get back into the feel of things as far as, that game goes. Immunity after kill. That's not going to help me with the boss, so I should just leave it. Like it's hot in here. What the hell's going on with the temperature right now? No, it's 66 apparently. I don't know. Not every corner of an apartment is the same temperature. Worth noting. I don't think prioritizing loot right gain makes much sense at all. Tell you what, give me 2 more degrees of cold. If this is that. Yeah, I don't want that. That's not useful for not useful. Not as useful as you'd think. As I would think. As you would think. As anyone would think. Alright, let's do this again. Let's do the whole, we don't have our shield, our ultimate, our power move thing is a lot lower than last time. We should try to upgrade that if we can. That should be a focus, I think. Getting the extra stuff from command. Yeah. Command at the cost of drive, yes. How are we doing, by the way, equipment-wise? We got 3 more slots left. Okay. And now we can have, looks like we're still short of a second attack. I wonder if there's... I guess that's what it means by full power, is your power meter there. Oh, geez, there's, like, suicidal... These guys are, like, dive bombing. Okay. Maybe the ones that have been exploding all this time have been trying to get on me and explode on me. I've just shot them so fast, they just disappear before they even have a chance. Resilience. Dealing damage, restore... Okay, yeah, that's the one that I had last time and I really loved. Okay. Okay, cool. Yes. Please. There's 2 left. I definitely want to find one that gives me extra command. That's my priority. But we'll see what we get. That big boy again. You guys are trouble. Dodged too soon there. If there's like a bunch of mobs in like every fight with a big boy, then immunity after kill would actually be helpful. But it is very contingent on that, and like the first area boss has like a few guys that you're killing, like the little wall guys and the guys that it spawns where that sometimes have health on them. But, I don't know if they really, hostiles did extra damage from a successful hit. That's not something I want. Equipping things that have extra shields when you get artifacts aren't really very valuable when you can only get 2 more artifacts. At least I would say that. Okay, hang on. Command, extra power. Alright. Can we afford... Do we have multiple now? Multiple power attacks at once? Maybe. I'm not sure if we're quite there yet. I can also now get, if I melee things, some power. I think I don't want that one. I think I want to look for something better. At this point, you know, I only have one left, so I should hold out, and I should get the best possible thing. Also, I mean, I can tell next time I fall into sprinklers. Fuck. Next. Ah. It looks like I'm at max power, and I only have one attack. Okay. I still need a little bit more. Okay. Okay. The fact that shielding, like, makes you slow, makes this particular area difficult. Fuck ass! Okay. Just have to time it a little bit. Not that bad. It's not that bad. I need a little bit more command. I need to get a little bit more command so that I can have multiple attacks so that I can do a whole bunch of extra damage on the dude. Okay. Extra command is what I'm looking for. Multi-kill isn't necessarily valuable, but it's still not blue. It's still not blue. Oh well. Maybe we can just get a quick, you know. It's very close to being blue. But also, we're all artifacted up. We got all the ones we can get. And also, I believe that the end of the zone is over here anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I can change out the, Sure. Whatever. I can change out my weapon one more time. It's not a better gun, but it is a different gun. I wonder if there might have been a better, higher yield option for like command. If this is like command plus 7, I'm gonna be no, it's just a well, I'll take it. Just another option for the thing. Okay, boss again. Boss again. I think this loadout is pretty okay. I think we could have done better, honestly. I think we could have done better since, like I said, we're only going to get one charged attack off the, like, absorbing his volley, but what are you gonna do? Okay. Oh, right, yes. Start dodging. Fort. Okay, you know what? After a bit of shooting, it seems like we have another ready to go, so it's fine. We're getting 2, albeit with like a slight delay. Alright, Prophet. Keep on. Remember, there's stuff on the ground. I keep looking up and not seeing the stuff on the ground as clearly. I restore health by doing damage at low integrity. That's nice and good. That feels real good. And we have a big heal as well. Okay, okay. I think we're in good shape here. All the stuff we know how to do, we know how to do it. I keep on trying to hold on to my, in other games, you know, you hold on to your left trigger to shoot no matter what. This I need to hold it just to do my super, and then let go and shoot regular. First health bar done. Ooh, cool, nice. Oh crap, God, ooh, ouch. God, that big circle hell really fucks me up. The circles, it's just like, should I dash or should I try to find the hole? Probably a good idea to find the hole. Oh boy, halfway done. We still have our big heal. This is looking like the run. This is looking like the run to me. We also got a little bit of small ether there. That's nice. Fucking grass, fucking grass. Gotta be careful about that fucking grass. It's, really snares you. Ow, ow. I'm healing as I'm shooting now. Healing as I'm shooting. I think this is the run, folks. I mean, we haven't seen the third phase yet. This is all new, but... what the hell? We're like really constrained now. Oh, Jesus. Okay, you know what? Just more jumping. More jumping, less left and right. And I do have a revive left. I do have a revive left. It's the same attacks as before, just with no break in between. Just with no break, no blues, no big attacks to absorb. Just dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, there's a blue. Ooh, ooh, I still have the revive. Okay, okay, revive, revive. And there's just a little bit left. There's just a little tiny bit left. Come on. Come on. It's almost done. Yes! Ah! Okay, this is the last run of the night, by the way. Let me say. This is the last run of the night. We beat the first area boss. Let's go. This is like, what, run 10? I'm happy with that. I'm happy to have done that on stream, and for it not to have taken forever. It only took 10 runs or so. Maybe 9, I don't know. Who's keeping count?
A bunch of roots just withered away.
Ran into something unpleasant. But I'm on my way down now.
Ah! Look at his little shuffle. Oh, that's nice. Oh, we still have to grab the new item and learn how to use it. We're not done yet here yet, but I'm sure we'll get the grapple and then we can leave. Then we can go to the next zone, and then
detected. Tracing readings from passage.
I'm sure this won't be like a hard thing, right?
Jay, the path ahead is blocked.
This is like a hard thing, and we'll have to.
The tunnel I found is clear. I'll check it out.
I'll catch up with you. See you down there.
What? Ancient depths. I thought we'd be getting like a grapple, and that would let us go to the next area. Like, that's where the objective was and all that. Weird. We are going to the next biome, right? Don't tell me the run is over.
Explain your arrival, Enforcer Devraj.
The run is over? I thought that would unlock the next zone.
Your report. Now.
I found something. In the ruins. It brought me back here. That's all I know.
This network was closed to me before. Accessing. Establishing interface.
Do we not get a... Well, the run is over. But surely there's something unlocked now, right?
This technology is now Soltari property.
Ah!
A bonus has been allocated for your discovery.
Oh, I don't
well, that's how it works when you work for a company.
Get back out there.
Then we are aligned, Enforcer Devraj. I have linked our cartography to the ancient network. Access the device and follow the path you opened. Examining the ancients' usage of teleportation is vital to Soltari interests. Find other nodes and activate them.
Activate.
Are you sure this tech is safe to use?
Okay.
Profit analysis deems the risk acceptable.
So it looks like...
Enforcer Devraj.
Huh. I think how this game works is that once you beat a boss... I think what it's saying is once you beat a boss, you don't have to beat it again ever to get to the zone again. It's just a one and none. Is that correct? That's correct. Okay, let's upgrade our crap. We can do one more run and see the next biome. If we have to do another run to do that, very well. At this point, we've been getting through the biome relatively reliably. I do really like command, actually, and the ability to have more attacks, so let's go in that direction, I suppose. Start each cycle with an additional redraw item. I don't know what that means, but okay. I'll just unlock everything along the way. Let's see now. This is everything. Yeah. Yeah, get everything. Yeah, get everything. And this leads to adrenaline boost and additional power. Whereas this side leads to integrity and extra key. I think really I want to do this, but honestly it's good either way. Second chance enhancement. Ooh. More integrity after second chance, after Death Defy. Yeah, there's good stuff in this direction as well. Okay, fuck.
God, I'm tired. I haven't rested since...
Right, yeah, you killed that guy like 4 hours ago. It's a real bummer. Good luck with that. I'm gonna head out. Where's the way out? Do I need to world dial? Oh. So I guess it's at different levels. Okay, okay. You know what? Each biome is a different level, and you select it from a menu. I guess that's nice. Makes it more level-like, and means that you don't have to go through the same biome again. Huh. We're just moving on. It also plays into the, you know, like we said earlier, when I was going through that area, it was kind of weird that I got to the end and I was like full up on all the modifications and all that, all the artifacts. Well, each area is its own like route, so you don't have to worry about the artifacts you get in the other routes. Okay, it's all reset every run, and you either finish or you don't. Maybe I feel like these guys have a conversation for us.
Found something.
No colonists yet. Just more ruins and hostiles.
Yep.
There was civilization here. And now it's just dust.
Yeah, I bet it's
The builders.
I don't know. I just hope we learn that before it happens to us.
I bet they were, it was a while ago, and they became the things that we're fighting now. Like, over the course of hundreds of millions of years. Where the hell is the way out of here? I want to do the mission. I want to do the next biome. We gotta see this biome. We gotta have a look. We gotta see what's what. I've heard some people say they first timed it. And, that would be a hell of a thing to do tonight if, you know, I were to be so lucky, if things were to go so smoothly. I mean, I feel like at this point I got a good feel for the game. I got a good feel for, like, what it expects. Also, I'll say, like, after... It did look like the grapple would unlock more world in the previous world. I wouldn't be surprised if there's, like, a second area to each of the, Wouldn't be surprised if there's a second area to each of the, biomes, and maybe that, like, opens up after you have enough artifact room where you could do multiple areas in a run and have it be productive. That said, you know, hey, if every run is like a... Whoa, tree. What is this tree? Hello, buddy.
There you are.
I see you have a tree.
This is the least of our concerns. I know.
Hey. Whatever keeps you going, Sebastian.
It's good to be able to breathe. I guess the other plants are probably making oxygen too, if we're able to breathe outside regularly. How'd you grow this so fast?
Keeping people safe.
Oh, John.
Also, could you have brought a fruit tree, maybe? With food on it? I don't know. Maybe they have plenty of food. Maybe they have replicators.
Keeping people safe.
Yeah. What? That was a weird conversation. Oh, this is like his greenhouse wall. What's up?
How's things been for you with all this?
Put the gun away, man.
Though, I have missed your company.
Put it on your back or something.
So few of us left now. I could rage about what I've lost. And what I deserve. Sounds like you've given...
Okay. Okay. It's a little bit dry, the dialogue, I would say. Maybe it's in keeping with, like, the down and out nature of things. But, you know, it's not exactly a Hades insofar as, you're not, I don't think you're gonna care much for what the people have here to say. Maybe you'll be interested in like, oh, what happened to the, you know, the previous expedition? Where did the monsters come from? Are they one and the same? Like, that is interesting. But like everyone else, it just seems like pretty basic. Pretty unexciting. Pretty, where the hell are we going? Where the hell do you go to the next area? Do I have to go through that menu? Or is the menu with the selecting of the biome? Maybe I have to hold down a button or something. Hello, primary. Oh, I have to open portal. And now that the portal is open... Okay. We're in a new area, I think? Find the Ecolion colony. I think this is a new biome. I think this is a new...
Any progress?
New run. Let's do it.
There's a tunnel junction I'm scouting. Tracing the signal.
I'm headed there now.
This will be the last run of the night. This will be the last run of the night. I've had a fun first stream. I'll say. It's like a teleporter, probably.
Multiple nodes linked to this hub. As per Soltari protocol, full assessment required before interfacing.
Okay, it's like a teleporter or something, I bet.
I'll take my chances.
Security response detected. Multiple activations.
Yeah, it looks like a teleporter. Like the ones from the previous world. Whatever, okay. This will be the last of the,
Lost.
Oh, it's a jump. Oh, that's cool.
The gate behind me just locked down.
That's very cool.
I tripped security activating some tech.
You woke some things up down here. Get to the gate controls and get me out.
I'll get you out, Jay.
Okay, 1 second. I'll say, this will be the last run of the night, unless we first time this and open up a third biome, in which case I will go until we die. I will go until we have a failure of a run, or beat the game, I guess. We're not gonna beat the game tonight. Don't be ridiculous, but we'll see what happens. Okay, okay. Watch me just die immediately, the first enemies we see here. These jump pads are fun. I like them a lot. Look at these jump pads. Woo. Ooh. That's cool. They're like shock spring jump pads, except they're faster. They're like faster shock spring jump pads from Banjo-Kazooie. You know, that whole nine. It's like, it's, you know, you have to do a little jump and land, and then you do the big boost. Shock spring jump. Wonderful mechanic, wonderful thing. Honestly, it would be cool if they worked like shock spring jumps, complete with the little jump before you big jump. I think that would be cool.
Shotgun. High density rounds.
Shotgun! That's what I wanted to see. Hello. That's nice. That's nice. Horde shotgun. Cool. Cool. Yeah.
I see the gate. Which way to the console?
I got all twisted up down here. Not sure.
All right, I'm on it. Find that console. Anything linked to the network.
Okay, so I see what we gotta do here. We gotta like go left and right and do some business and kill some dudes. How did I just take it? Oh, lasers.
But if anyone else alerted the machines before us, they're probably dead.
Don't say that.
Okay. What exactly is Aether? Is that like your super attack or something? There's a lot of these items I'm picking up. I feel like I know I don't understand because I'm reading them and I'm going, ah. This could use like some extra things out to the side, being like Well, I think I understand. Shield power consumption. That's like when you're holding out your shield, it consumes energy. I'm too used to conserving my shotgun ammo, you know, in like Pragmata, you know, where you have to just use 2 and then you're done. Pretty much 2, 3, 4, something like that. Even with maximum, even as upgraded as my shotgun was by the end of the game, I can still only use a couple. And here you can just pull the trigger and keep pulling the trigger. You have infinite ammo. That's nice. Let's go. Let's finish this. I mean, let's finish this. I'll say, actually, what's going to happen is, most likely we're not going to finish it. We're going to meet a fellow who's too tough for us. And then, you know, the stream will be over. But, in any case, we're trucking. We're trucking. I'm surprised we didn't get the grapple hook. I was really expecting the grapple hook. I'm sticking with the shotgun. One-hit kills always feel good. Falling in a pit, that never feels good. Depends on what's at the bottom. If you just die or otherwise respawn after hitting the bottom, that feels bad. If instead you like, you know, like Doom Eternal or Doom the Dark Ages, where when you fall down a pit, you do damage to everything at the bottom of the pit. That feels good. There's, I'm sure, a couple of other pits it feels good to jump into. Oh shit. We're really low. The gun does have limited effectiveness for dudes that are far away. Like that dude. But whenever you are in range, it's just destroying, so. Gotta continue. Let's continue. We're getting really low. We do have a revive thing still. I wonder if you can get a second revive, a second deathify later on. I like that in Hades, where you can have a whole fucking bunch of them. And even like up to 4 even. Hit, doesn't feel good, etc., etc.
Like everything else here, these drilling machines haven't been touched for centuries. So why is there only minimal decay? How does it endure without entropy?
I think time is weird then.
The scale of it all? The energy requirements are unfathomable.
I bet time is weird.
How could a civilization capable of that just disappear?
It's because time is weird here.
Jerome,
and also they got super corrupted.
Here. What did you find?
A research log. They were studying the ancient tech.
Means they weren't busy dying right away. That's good news.
Oh, yeah. I guess that disproves that theory I had earlier. Yeah, get back up, get back up. Okay, we're not gonna have falling in a pit be our final gasp of air here. No, no. It's not the platforming that's gonna get us. It's gonna be a big fucking scary enemy. Not anything normal. Not anything normal. Not anything so pedestrian as a bottomless pit. No, I guess we just disproved that the previous expeditions didn't, like, grow old and become the monsters you see before us. They were here too, and it basically was mostly the same as it is now. Okay, my theory is dead, and we're able to disprove it by the end of the stream. Alas. If it still ends up being true in some facets, you know, that'd be nice, but I think it's pretty much cooked. I still wouldn't be surprised if it's still right in some way, but it really does look like it's not. So it is what it is. Hey, now we have apparently we have enough blue to do two super attacks. It's nice. Oh, the alt fire here. This is fun. Look at this. So the regular fire has a real spread out left to right range, and when you pull in the trigger for alt fire, it's vertical. And of course the alt fire is a whole different thing. Where in the fuck are we going? This way, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, okay, this way.
The tech down here. Our brightest minds never achieved anything like it. What kind of beings built all this? How did Soltari...
The previous log. What did it say? What was the audio logs? Let's see. Did it say... It was Echelon 3. You know what? It could be Echelon 1 or 2 that became the civilization that has not been ruled out. The theory still stands. Tell me if I'm right later. But don't spoil it for me. I'll find out if I'm right later. But still don't spoil it for me. I think I'd rather have the shotgun. Still. If you know, mum's the word, you know? We got a solar cage. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, look at that. It's like a giant ship. Wow. Look at, you see those bullets? Those bullet fields? Holy shit. I wouldn't be embarrassed to be killed by something like that, no sir. Ow! Be reasonable to be killed by something like that. Fucking monster. Ooh, fuck. Big jump, big jump. I have very little health left. Woo! I don't want to be below it, I think. Being below it is bad. Oh, there's another guy up here. My shotgun. It's kind of awkward being far away from them. Okay, I think that was a good way to die. Good way to die. Big tough spaceship with like huge projectile fields. I'm satisfied with my death.
Gotta get back out there.
I gotta get back up there, but not tonight. And not on this, this live stream. Folks, I think that's gonna do it for, cycle summary. Does this say, like, what cycle it is? Oh, it only tells you about the last cycle, I guess. The last one. Interesting. A Devastator got me. What are you gonna do? That, just makes sense. Let's see. What is the deal with a Devastator? Do I have data on a Devastator? No, I don't think I get detail until I kill one, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. What was the deal with that place? You know, I'll say, coming out of that second biome, I honestly don't have much of a feel for, like, what the hell that was. Ancient Depths, it's just a big cave with a mix of caverns and, artificial chambers. Yeah, I think the first area, the Shattered Rise, with its roots and its ruins and its red moss, was more beautiful. But, that's a perfectly good second biome. That's a perfectly good second biome. I would have liked more color down there, maybe. What the hell is Passage? Is that where we started the game? I don't know what that is either. Whatever. That's enough. That's enough. Final thoughts on my first time with this game? Sure. Why don't we end by just summing up all what happened? That was fun. This game's pretty good. Seems like a straightforward sequel to Returnal in a lot of ways, with, like, you know, a couple of major departures. As far as the major departures we've seen so far, I mean, I think probably, I mean, it's been too long since I played Returnal, so I can't say for sure, but I feel like the way that weapons and equipment and the upgrade stuff is all new. The artifacts and how they're limited and how you have to sort of make decisions and prioritize which ones you can max out, basically. I think that's new, especially because, you know, the first game, Returnal, was all about, like, going through area, you know, 3 biomes in a row, and by the end of the 3rd biome, you know, you'd continue to get stuff throughout that would continue getting you up and up and up and up. And I can see why having an actual cap on there makes this a little bit more accessible. That's, I think, the thing I would say is that, like, they have done a good job in making this more accessible while still maintaining the feel and the thrill and the risk-reward of going through these areas and avoiding all the projectiles and stuff. I'm not sure I love the shield so much. It feels like a commitment to bring up the shield every time you have the shield. You know, you sort of have to melee and then it becomes a shield. And in the heat of the moment, it's just so much faster and more responsive to dodge. Only really on bosses where the patterns were more predictable and I was able to get the hang of it. Was I able to take advantage of the shield and the bigger attacks that it offers, but I feel like you will have to really get that down if you want to, like, get deeper into the game and face off with tougher enemies. You know, those previous guys were using blue balls for their big shield, the big things, so I could have been the ones that I died to just now. I could have been, like, absorbing their blue and shooting it back at them in the form of big power attacks, which would have been real valuable. It sometimes seems like you can't get that much from any single blue, though. It being all dispersed and all that, you can only get, like, a couple of blues unless they're all homing for you. And, I think that's kind of a shame, but what else, how else would it work? The shield is okay. I'm not really in love with it yet, but I think in that boss fight especially, it was a valuable part of the moveset and something that really works into the flow of combat once you get it down. I do think the guns are rather simple. I think it is kind of a shame that you don't have, like, multiple weapons to use at any one time. You just have the one weapon, which is basically as simple as just, like, bang, 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 reload. Bang, 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 reload. which is pretty straightforward and brainless. Other than, you know, if you're asking like, oh, do I need to use the alt fire, which you probably won't need to, or if you need to use your big attack, which you will do when it is available and when you have a need for it, which is fine. It's just like the focus is clearly a lot more on the mobility, and the mobility is fucking great, so, you know, I don't blame them or nothing. I think that's honestly the mobility and dodging and dodging projectiles and stuff. It's really fucking fun. The point where I would say that it is a good trade-off to make the gun simpler and more brain dead, but I do think there could be like a second gun. There could be like more of a, you know, I also personally am not a fan so much of like having it so that like it's you know, having it so like, oh, you know, regular fire, hold down the thing partway to get alt fire, hold down the thing all the way to get full fire to get your ultimate attack. Like, I feel like there's so many buttons on the controller. I feel like the alt fire should just be the trigger. Should just be left trigger. And like if I don't know like how I don't want the ultimate to work, but I feel like something like doing both at once or something, or a third button, would have made a lot of sense to me as far as that goes. Or like maybe I don't know. There's nothing on triangle or circle yet, or hell, I don't know. Like, well, one of them is the collect stuff button. I don't know that there's anything on square yet either. There's a bunch of buttons that are open that could have easily taken like the like a button to prime and ultimate, and I'd rather it work like that than this whole half press, full press. Personally, that's just how I like it. But overall, I'm having a great time. It's getting the roguelike feelings. And if the idea is like every run will be about a half hour and you won't have to repeat the stuff from the previous run necessarily, honestly, that sounds good. That sounds nice. It sounds like it's easier to fit within a day. It's easier to fit a full run in like a afternoon, like a, you know, a full, I love Hades. I love Hades 2. They're fantastic fucking games. But, like, fitting in a full run of it can be a whole to-do. You know, if, like, every biome is just, like, a separate miniature roguelite, I think that's lovely, actually. It really is just very convenient, very nice. Mugenics is another example of just a game where a full good-ass run that goes the distance is going to take your afternoon, and there's nothing you can do about it other than failing and going home early, which will not satisfy you in the least. This, on the other hand, I do feel satisfied. Well, I'll say, I guess all the failure runs ended with me going like, one more run, one more run, one more run, which is a good sign. It's a good sign that you always have that one more run feeling. But, I think it's a good change. I think it's a good way for this to work. I'm excited to see where this game goes, and, you know, like I said earlier, I think the bullet hell aspect of it, the mobility of it, those are elements that are severely underused in games, and I think they're quite lovely here, and in, like, literally all of Housemarque's lineup, game library, etc. All the games they have made over the years, so on and so forth. There, okay. Anyway, anywho, that's gonna do it for tonight. Let me pull up the schedule. So, this being the end of the month, this was the last stream of the month, as you can see if we look at the calendar. It's been a big month. It's been a fun month full of a lot of, a wide variety of streams. And going into next month, I have a basic idea of, like, what to expect. Tomorrow, there's going to be some viewer levels, first day of May. And next week, we're just going to do the, RE4 remake. I'll say also, you can see on the You can see on the, let me see, get the schedule up. There we go. So, yeah, tomorrow, viewer levels. I should always start with the text version. I actually can show the calendar, actually. So, right now, we're going into May, and for the next 2 weeks, things are going to be pretty simple. You know, the next week or so. Tomorrow, we're just going to do viewer levels, same as always. And next week, we're finishing Resident Evil 4 Remake for the first time. I've never played RE4 nor RE4 Remake, so I'm like through the 75% of the way in. And next Monday, we'll be doing the last 4 chapters of that game. Should be fun. And then later that week will be more viewer levels. After that will be sort of a different week. I'm going to do some Bowser's Fury. I'm going to do the entirety of Bowser's Fury. I'm going to show off what I've been working on with Godot in the week after all that. And then the weekend after all that will be the birthday stream, which I guess is like 2.5 weeks away now. The birthday stream is, which will be Ocarina of Time plus Majora's Mask combo randomizer, but mostly Majora's Mask. Only one dungeon will be in logic for Ocarina of Time, and literally nothing else. Just Spirit, just the desert temple, because it has Kid Link and Adult Link parts. And I think that sounds like a good way to do it. I'll say, as far as next month's calendar goes as a whole, there's not like a ton of streams scheduled for any given week, and I have left a to be determined there as far as like, I don't know yet what I want to be doing after the birthday stream. I feel like let's just keep that open and think of something good in the moment when that day comes, etc., etc. I will say though, Toy Story 2 will be starting after Resident Evil 4 Remake, the week after birthday stream, and 007 First Light will be I'll check that out in about a month as well. And other than that, a lot of viewer levels, a lot of the other stuff. I'll say, you know, I am thinking maybe I could go to Cedar Point sooner rather than later. What if after the birthday stream I did an impromptu trip and went out to Cedar Point before airfare got too crazy? That might be a good idea, honestly. I think I could use a trip right now. I could use a little bit of a break. I don't know. I think that sounds like a good idea on paper, and I'm definitely starting to think about it. That's all what's coming. Thank y'all for joining me, and for hanging out, and for watching me play brand new game. I will, catch y'all tomorrow. And, I will catch y'all tomorrow for the viewer levels, as well as Monday for RE4 Remake and various other streams in the future, you know. Let me see who's online, who I can send you to, who's doing stuff. I see quite a few streams. Let me see here. Seeing who's online, who's going, who I'm following. Rhythm Heaven Fever, Daft Husky. Let's go with that. Okay, that'll do it for tonight. Thank you again. Give your love to the VOD. I'll see you tomorrow, then on Monday, then on Friday again, then various times in the future. Give your love to the VOD and the short form content if you so please. Thank you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night.